wait for stream to go live. Why am I eating while streaming this is stupid? Who's good? Fun. Alright. Oh, hello. It is I, Singe, reporting from the, boy howdy, it's Singe reporting from the Black Void for a second. Now, the Anarch Knights again. Nothing happened with the whale. Nope. There were no spectacular coincidences or terrible incidents that occurred completely by accident. Why? Once again,
are you happy to see me, Erudite?
Albeit inadvertently this time, describe sexual intercourse with a giant whale monster.
That's a thank, Captain of Reserve Op
Nope.
Team A1.
That did not happen.
Show me your brightest smile, nice.
Nuh-uh. I substitute your reality and replace it with my own.
I must.
Get the records out of the way with. Alright, I have a bunch of those. I don't care about selecting these. Case.
Can I get my beauty sleep in here? Care
Oh.
to take a peek and tell me if
Oh.
Doberman's in there?
Nice. Finally. Complete. Or almost. I think lower to max, but
Are
yeah,
you
that's-
happy
I'm
to
not
see
doing that.
me, Erudite?
Up that up. Right. Well, let's go, I guess. What else to do? You know, I should have seen it coming. Or, I should have seen it coming that this was a whale and not a dragon or something. I'm just stupid as fuck. I didn't notice. I even noted this thing. I thought it was related to Elbana or Eblana. And, well, here I am. I'm so fucked. Cowboy or a whale boy? What the fuck am I anymore? What horrible sins have I committed in this world? What did I do to deserve any of this? Why is this my life? No, I'm not gonna have enough credits. Just keep going. Keep progressing the story.
If you're stumped, just leave the hardest task to me.
Now. Oh, hang on, like. Okay, that's fine. Easy. This wave that absorbs all blood amber within range and converts them into blood spawn. Oh, that is a nice, long, wiggly thing.
Monster, in position.
Wow. Sounds like a DPS issue for you losers.
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there.
I try and keep my eyes open.
You are not the one I look for please. This is no time to pity.
I'm not using that stupid altar. I don't need it. Back to normal Singe business instead of nonsense.
But this is
Those can reach them? Perhaps. Oh, it doesn't reach them. It'll at least get one of those stupid worms. Well, maybe. Or perhaps. Oh, well. Who else? Yours are behind her, right? Yes, sir. That's fine.
Don't panic. Decided what to carve in your grave yet?
I'm still kind of nervous. Your hearts now unlocked.
Nice try, sarcasm.
Turn back. Don't let your heart shatter you. Target quickly.
Are these going to do anything, or do I need to put a unit that hits them? Might work. Definitely. Sir. Definitely sir.
Enough, I guess. Mission accomplished.
Amazing. I didn't even use the
bother
altar.
checking
I
the
don't need it.
battlefield again. I saw every enemy off myself.
Oh. I'm out. Okay. Alright, Reginald Prime it is. Let's go.
It's time to go. I can't keep hesitating like this.
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down.
Solidify. Switching forms.
Time for me
Ah.
to not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
This will be over soon.
Alright, looks like it's not optional anymore.
I try and keep my...
Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up.
Yielding is not an option.
I'm in position. Target eliminated.
Do we have to send anyone?
What? Oh, fudge.
You with me?
What happened? How did I
Just
get
who
past?
are you weaklings going to stop like that?
It's too dangerous. I'll be the last line of defense. Doctor, please give the order to retreat.
What? Okay. Okay.
Are you
Remember it right
happy
now.
to see me, Erudite?
And this is for 4 stars only? Who the fudge am I even? I have no one to use this on. Oh. Here, the same difference. Whatever, use on them.
No matter
Fudge.
how much I watch, I just can't help but feel everyone's style is so individualized. It's hard to summarize anything for general application.
Again.
Doctor, what do I do if my legs are shaking? 時間は待ってくれませんわ。ドクターと私それでも慰めを求めますの。
Where's the
We'll do
most
that.
dangerous spot? Send me there.
This one. Right. When can I put? I need to put on another tank. Put him down instead.
Don't panic. Not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Monster, in position. I try and keep my eyes open.
Made up your mind? Thy pleas falleth upon deaf ears.
Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up.
If I'm dead anyway, I'm taking you with me. 月はあなたをどこまでも追い詰める。
Go ahead. Have it disarm. Forward. Time for me to get not scared.
If I'm dead anyway, I'm taking you with me.
Solidify.
I accept your invitation. I'm in position. Target crippled.
Yielding is not an option.
この黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。
Oh, for fuck's sake. Whatever. We're not bothering.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Who did I get rid of?
I see it.
You can do it. Look into my eyes.
Yielding is not an option.
Communications. Sorry.
Oh,
I
fuck.
used too much force.
I should not have put that.
For what?
Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord. Blew up. Okay, blew up. We're Gucci.
Time for me to not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Mission accomplished.
Wonderful. Alright, no 3 stars, unfortunately. Why the? Where's the wheat? Bumping an old friend isn't necessarily a good thing for a sarcasm. Why? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep testing me, universe? I just did it. I just not. Whatever. I may not be a sarcasm, but I know to come prepared. When you're a kid, you're naive and stupid. Old camaraderie is enough to get you handling over your heartfelt trust. Even if the place where you built that camaraderie stinks as bad as cast. Eventually, at some point, you grow up. Maybe it's the first time you kill someone. Maybe it's the first time you almost bleed out. Or maybe it's the first time you crawled out from under a pile of corpses. Start learning how to live in the grown-up world. You can be ruthless, use any means necessary. You can even throw your friends under the bus just to live on and nobody will hold it against you. And then that contrived plot comes around and you bump into an old friend. Honestly, after all these years apart, even if you're old friends, you really have that much to talk about. It's just whenever you were young and stupid, you handed over that trust, you built a friendship. But when you're at that age, you have a unique opportunity to talk about friendship in Casdale without being laughed at. Asula, we're almost done unloading. They're counting everything at the warehouse. Same as before, steel, pure gold, iridium, stuff like that. There hasn't Hasn't been a personal transport in weeks. Sounds like most of the forces from the Royal Court and Castle are already here. It makes things easier on us. Back when the Royal Court guys were floating around, they'd come down here and complain to us, made all sorts of trouble. Stop. That's enough for now. Oh, sorry. Hey, Commander, I've been posted at the way station for 6 months now. According to rotation schedule, it's about time for me. I haven't received any news or order from you. But your performance speaks for itself. I can approve 3 days of leave for you. Oh, Arosula. That's the best you're getting out of me. But don't let it go to your head. Make sure you stay grounded. All your life in Castle, you're a cobbler. Or a cobbler. Or, okay, you're a cobbler, so... Shoes? Your greatest accomplishment is nailing souls together. What are you running for, unless you're prepared to blow yourself up? Osula, you're no fun. Get out of here, kid. Watch Osula's profile. Corners of her mouth curling up. I think the goal is to watch Osula's profile, just not her face. Think of back then. She carries herself the same way at least. Young sarcastic cobbler approaches Holder and slightly hands him a flask. Hey brother, hold on to this for me, so I can't go a day without the stuff. Here's something, man. Walking around with this piece at your side and still. What piece is you referring to? Watch your mouth, cop. Yeah, he's talking about her. Yeah. What's sweeter than honey? What's toxic as nightshade? Look like he hasn't even had his coming of age yet. Those years with Her Highness Teresa did a lot to see those kids grow up nice and sheltered. And now we're out here by London. Brother and sister joined hands to create the worst joke in history. It only wasn't a joke. You open that notebook, I'm setting it on fire. Order quietly tucks away. What are you doing, buddy? Order, buddy, now is not the time for writing. Jesus. One sec. You two haven't changed. That's nice. Years. The operation. Knee, holder, and double. Old double. Also into trouble. Kill some people who shouldn't have killed. Not just a scar market. Throwing your faces in Castle will be trouble for you. The names there are a lot. Bounty list. The famous. Never been a cheap day. Sure enough, Enos's investment paid off well. Why are these motherfuckers talking like they're in D&D campaign? You're also young. Getting old now? Almost like yeah. You're a sheep. In theory, I'm gonna live longer than you, Enos. We're all infected, so this isn't about racial lifespan. Good point. I'll drink to you and wish myself good health. It used to say, if a sarcasm wants to live long, she needs to keep a clear head before somebody else trades it for coin. Whoever wants it can take it. Victorian sarcasm doesn't matter to me. And then close, size me up, then glance at Holder. And coziness. I died 3 times and only got a few wrinkles to show for it. I should thank the myriad souls. Don't thank them, your sheep. As for Holder, you're missing an eye. Want to see his socket? It's all thanks to fine Kaepernick woman right here. Pinky as fuck. With an eye out with your head, you had a choice. This anus broke her heart when she made the move. Drop it. Old friends getting together again. Can't we go back to a nice atmosphere of sentimental nostalgia? Talk about days gone, or muse about the passage of time. Talk about how you became the youngest major in the military commission, driver of the skeletal Varanmut, Commander Ursula. Yes, we should talk about it. Otherwise, we'd be who we are. You shouldn't be so warm and friendly. Or cowboy Singe, you might ask. What is a southerner? What you define as, or westerner, cowboy, whatever the fuck. What is not a southerner is those Confederate loser motherfuckers that don't get out there immediately. I have no idea how someone would get to this point, but come to this channel thinking that you have pro-Confederate. Jesus. What a southerner is. Where does southerner live? Anywhere south of the North Pole. Number 1, yeah, that's number 1. Anywhere south of the North Pole. Number 2, the North Pole. Everyone's a southerner. That's why everyone gets a southern accent. Deal with it. I feel like I just made a statement that's offensive to literally everyone. And we can also talk about you. These 2 sarcasts. One sarcast trader and one sheep. Why are you popping up the secret military commission site? I know you're detained by General Manford, Holder, and you, Enos, who disrupted our operations together with an obnoxious little girl planting bombs all around, stole into my territory in broad daylight. I'm officer of the military commission. I can't very well let that go. 2 against 1 here, Ursula. Is that? Remind me, where are we again? Well, since when? Girl wasn't like this before. Highness. I smiled. She's dead serious. Most important thing I've learned over the years is to be true to my decision. And third, this is your decision. No, the military commission is. You decided to go with Babel, or what's it called now, Rhodes Island, and I decided to stand with the commission. You decided I've had some time. So we can still. No. I only want Porter. You haven't changed a bit. We're not the kids who started about around Cherry for a whole day on the back of a single bounty. I don't get to relax after our missions these days. No idle afternoons on the streets of Kasdan. We are sarcasm. Or at least we're citizens of Kasdan. It's our responsibility to make the streets and alleys a better place. That's the main issue here, Ursula. And gotta admit, the military commission is the best choice we got. You and our Highness Teresa wouldn't disagree. Yes, the necromantically resurrected Your Highness Teresa, or whatever the unholy fuck he did to bring her back. Who, I remind you, was had her death ordered by her own brother. So, you know, fun times. It was the 2 royals who made Kasdan into a nomadic city. The both of them made it possible for us to even talk about the future sarcasm. famed warriors who promoted me, giving a poor girl in the slums a chance to stand beside the royal court, among those pure and ancient bloodlines. Once trapped by naivety and compromise, the Sark has used our chance at a true homeland. There's no room for me to hesitate. Military commission. It is the foundation of caste for caste to become a nation. Will there ever be a caste once this war is over? All I know is I'm no traitor. Well, we were prepared to bump into this old friend from the beginning. Bolger tactically crosses from my side to confront the stupid thing, the major of the military commission. 10 minutes, that's my limit. Get as much intel on that thing as you can. I bypass several sarcasms blocking my way, shadows entwine in their angles. I really climb into the nerve clusters of this terrifying creature. We don't talk about those nerve clusters. The slippery feeling making me feel slightly sick. Stop. Please, stop. I'm ashamed. I can't take it. It is a foreign look. I've never seen one before. Show me the secrets hiding in your mind. This isn't a good section to walk on. Doing pretty badly. I was end up in the body of some kind of monster. I thought it was evident. This time it's whatever this is. It's not a whale. It's not a whale. It's not a whale. That's right. Oh, I hope I don't jump off this time. There's nails piercing the spine. Must be some kind of witchcraft device. Are those nerve clusters trembling? Does this thing still have a will of its own? He's here. Oh, alright, so clear. I have a skeleton in hot pursuit. And between the bones becomes something like a ladder for them, or the splinters of fallen bones serving as their weapons. They know more. We'll still have trained a real elite unit, but they can stand to work with some pride. All they've got on me is numbers. 6, 7. The boring instinct pops into my head and I instinctively dodge to the side. Cluster nerves come crashing down and bone fragments I've been standing on shatter and crumble. Horror on itself. It's like every bone fragment, every bundle thing you hear could be a deadly weapon. That's a pain. Nerve cluster wraps surrounding it. I sink my dagger into it so hard that it goes wild, carrying me high into the air. Alright, so that's most basic of reflexes. Good enough. There's a cabin up ahead. Right there. With all my might, I grab a dangling bundle of nerves and leap away. Wow. Dust everywhere, wind by their bone. There should be a sanity. No clear interface. It's driven purely by witchcraft. One slave, a marionette controlled by strings. You dogged my art scene. It should have gone right through your heart. Some excelled habit of yours. Your casting always deviates a little to the left. Nothing I've done the bad end of that enough times. Huh. I'm worried if we're gonna make a fool of you. Probably not just it seems. Welcome to Guess. If you get the chance, I'd like to hear about those 3 deaths you managed with your thrill and story. Wanna try once? I'd rather us live. We really can make it through the chaos and live on, that is. And this force flips me over. The nerve bundle sweeps away, trying to tug me with it. The fur and mud is gradually swinging its body. We've built a lot of cabins here. and the thing tends to drift in space. What if Fran wonders when I'm not in one of the cabins? I really don't want to find out. Not order, not becoming history. Shadows like blades sweep through the hall of glory. Steel say what's left of your dignity, and there's no point. Shadows can't protect you from the might of a Fran. But one does explain again, so my vision. Where am I? Order. Ah, my eyes. Times actually making a holder makes a pretty good partner. Be glad we didn't betray each other. It's hard to find a sarcasm like him. Fast is tough. Maybe just gonna be tough too. Dim firelight rises with the dust twisted. Eve's figure emerges from dampers. Sparks in the wind Singe's cloak in my hair. Wait, Singe? Up. In my hair. Sometimes, only sometimes, I'm willing to tolerate his obnoxious arts. Go well past stage when talk about friendship. I rather live in a future castle that keeps the silly naivety we always laughed at. Turbulence is intensifying. I grab his hand. Stop. I'll tell you, Order. Tell a man to give me your book. Pretty good at it. Carry the bits and pieces, arrange them in piles, or think you found thread. We're running all this time. You found it forever? Drop it, or first a little up. Time to say goodbye. Order, you jump in with me this time. Don't get so played by the turbulence of history. Never forget the present. Life you're living. You're the boss. Boil and showers point the way for us. Scorched dust carrying us along. The illusion shift before our eyes. When I'm blown past enough, I suddenly realize that history really does look like pretty fragile and hypocritical. You see a vast and familiar battlefield, one of the war zones from Castle, where the flames are still burning. All the past. Order always wanted to steer clear of the war that tore the party's people. Forced myself to turn my head, while a single-handedly minded focused on finding a suitable answer. Away from the war, Battle and Her Highness came under attack. But I've left Castle straight away. Why would I go back for W? Why turn reading? Why live alone with the demon all this time? What is Order fighting for anyway? What am I fighting? But here, Fusion Dash makes you always been there. My arm, tell me you're right. Hearts envelop us and my vision cleared. Shadows rise from the ground. Maybe we stopped running a long time ago.
If they lost their fighting spirit, they're not our enemies anymore. Let's stop here.
The myriad souls lie prostrate. Alan knocks on the door from beneath. Tangible usurps the intangible. Usurps? Usurps. Oh no. The Sart. The Sart, what bears witness. Black Crown in prison. The offender perpetually innocent. Oh, let me up. Because kings are born from immortality. Before immortality. W back here. No. Now this mission, we've already seen our worst case calculation. I'll Nightingale doing. Going up this past doing that, Nightingale sleeping soundly under the trees outside. Not right. This has never been more stable than she is right now. But the amount of oxygen in her body is right, and it's highlighting her. Knock receptors will be a thing. Alright, Google Doc. Them science firms. Probably. Gnosis. Yeah. Alright, I'll open up Wikipedia page. A nociceptor is a sensory neuron that responds to damage or potentially damaging stimuli by sending potential threat signals to the spinal cord and the brain. The brain creates a sensation of pain to direct attention to the body part, so the threat might be mitigated. This process causes nociception. So basically, they help the body detect pain. Different parts of the body. Alright. So, this probably means that she'll, I would imagine it's probably something like diabetes neuropathy, where you stop being able to feel pain in different parts of your body. So you could get like a nick or something, and normally you like notice it, you might clean it or whatever, but if you don't feel it, you can just leave it and you can get infected, and you don't notice the infection, and it gets worse, and then you like it can get bad, you can get an amputation or death, or a whole bunch of other incredible. Yeah, it's not good. Problem. Can't be ordinary infection symptom. Perhaps due to sarcasm witchcraft devices on the battlefield, or maybe the whispering of the revenant. I don't know. There's no way I can tell Liz that I feel her pain. I have no idea what's going on. But yesterday she was happily telling me how she hasn't been feeling any pain in her dreams for a long time. You're hesitating. Been like this ever since you returned from the Compasarius' place alone. Do you remember what you told me when you applied to come with me to London? To heal Liz, Dr. Cal said. His goal I've never wavered on ever. You may not know the exact situation of her illness, but you know what it means to heal her. The things we need to do will not change, unless I'm clear. I have faith in you both. But I look at Nightingale isn't just with compassion, not just a doctor. He's healing your fears too. Her body has this issue, but she's a member of the followers, as well as your companion. Now a delicate flower that needs your protection. Officer's secret is truly a sickening affair, but it might only be able to uncover the truth by facing the abomination lurking in the utmost depths instead. I may be somewhat worried. I suddenly agreed to work together. Lord's Island will help you if you ever need a hand. Thank you, Dr. Cal said. Blue fowl beast chirps as it lands on Shiny's shoulder. This is Liz's usual way of greeting her. Liz is awake. I'll go fetch her. Twitter? Fine, Shiny. You don't have to look at me after me so meticulously. Liz, we're just discussing your condition, and there are some signs that aren't too great. The Singe demon has turned towards you. There are some things that are affecting your health. Dr. Kelsey and I are currently discussing our next course of action. This place is just a temporary foothold. Shine, come here, closer. Alright. Okay. Why wear a face when you've already made up your mind? Can't run forever. The way things are right now, we might need to well confront him with our dignity intact, right? I know you'll say you'll stay with me, but I'll stay here and be a little bit more practical. Liz, be strong, Shining. Your brows are more knitted been knitted ever since you met with them. Are you nervous? Alright. While napping under a tree earlier, I had a dream. I think we were children walking in the street. Why didn't we reach our towns? It was cool, very pleasant. We didn't speak. We walked along the way. Then I woke up. I saw a strange foul beast pecking at its own plumage. Be pecking at its bruise-covered body until it was entirely covered in blood. It gazed at me with pleading in its eyes, crying as it huddled in its own nest. Not liquid poured down its face, it was white wax. Even its mess of feathers were all frozen. It was still chirping for a time. We read. Wizard plus Taj bears witness. A strange melody that sounded like Sartaj bears witness. Ancient sarcastic language. Liz? Finding spots of black fowl beast resting on a tree, weakly nestled on a crown made of dead branches. Love says shining. And trembling cry resonates from Syrinx, a rhythm permeating ancient sarcastic language. A black feather floats down from the crown of dead branches. It covers everyone's vision despite its tiny size. You led me here, and so I've come to take you home, Liz. Monster. Average brain. Return from whence you came. You're so fragile. It seems Terrace's blade is sharper than I imagined. I'll just shine it. Fine, so you can't harm. You've progressed. It will be a challenge to return your body to its peak condition. That will eat into my experimentation time. You think you'd willingly leave that sordid lair of yours? Black fowl beast rests on the dead branches in the Compsarius' hands. Its robust bodies covered in an abundance of feathers, shining and clustered. It was reborn so easily and instantly from corruption. Seems like you're anxious about something as well. We have already arrived at the gate. Made great strides in our experiment, even just knocking softly on the door. We must attend to the final ritual. Monster meltdown. Angry howl. This will be enough, Salus. Stop her with your life. Do not let them hinder me. Of course. Black current of sand drips down. Finds the howling monster in multiple layers, giving it less than a space to struggle. Named Howl. Her hearts are black. Is that Amia's? What have you done to her? No, they didn't defeat her. Be able to persist. I should have been able to present the King of Sarkas to lead her unharmed. It's a pity. But no matter, even just getting a glimpse of her can let the fake take another step forward. So, little creature, don't disturb our leader at work. Follow me elsewhere to wait till he's done. Angry wailing. Monster. Dr. Kelset, you are in no one's shape to exert yourself. I said last time at our meeting, our next meeting would be on the battlefield. Oh, then why are you concealing your sword even now? You swore to sever your ties with your lineage when you left home, and this whole time I've been looking forward to you to return and fulfill your promise. I gave you time, but you disappoint me again and again. We're supposed to produce the next me. What? We would have created the most intangible bloodline in the last 100 years. Am I reading this correctly? Is he? Ew. Are you trying to have a child with your own daughter? I was his daughter, right? The fuck? Ugh. Sharp but so impure. What's happened to your soul? Do you think you had hope to cling on after leaving us? Please, come back. I won't let you manipulate me. Oh, you're a creation that has surpassed my expectations. Supposed to be just a shell, yet you can touch me. Now shine. I can't hold on much longer. Strange feeling surges from within Shining. Nightingale is resisting the Compsarius, even surpassing him. The ancient devil soul has never manifested such a vulnerable state before. Bloodline, the word itself sounds unreal, but at the moment there only seems to be an extensive crack of blood right in front of her eyes. The Shining hesitates. Why is it so simple? How could it be this simple? Nightingale, stop. It's a trap. It's waiting for your arts to resonate. Time slows down. Monster fights with Salus as Calcet yells out. Everything flows past it, streams of light. Both you and I know where fate will lead us, but those without self-awareness will only trap themselves in their own pitiful cage. It's futile to despise your own bloodline and resist your fate. No one can deny natural gifts bestowed by our bloodline. I will do for you what you're hesitating to do, to crack an opening in the cage. Enter it with me, and I will bring you back onto the right track. Think it through before you make your choice. Ancient sarcasm name. Thank you for such a descriptive text. White sword pierces through a heart atop a stone platform covered with dead branches. Shining remembers the first time she cried. How amazing it was, the birth of an unexpected emotion. Brand new soul is carved in you under the blade. I've seen pain, your tears. Accidents are bound to bring surprise. You could have stopped your explorations here and now. But you can't just bear to destroy the ignorant consciousness in that hollow shell. So you sow memories into an empty husk instead. Use Liz. She shouldn't. You did this of your own free will. Build up this conscious with a name, Liz. Oh. Liz is afraid of the completely silent person sitting across from her at the long table. They agreed to sit here every night at the same hour for dinner together. But the white horde in sarcasm opposite her with a sword in her hands, no longer speaks or moves outside of recording her every action she can remember to take. So always ask yourself what I have done to upset her. Liz misses her beautiful memories of how their lives were before. Having the same dream every day. I dream of us as children, walking in the stream hand in hand. Then I flew upward and kept going higher and higher. You couldn't hold me back. I saw you crying from the clouds. Every time I wish to return to your side, I always wake up in pain. I ache from your suffering. I want to bear it with you. I just need you to tell me why you feel like this. The Singe. The Singe. This name means inseparable hope, our destiny. Poor Liz. She thinks it's all her fault. Because of the momentary kindness you showed her. I've already abandoned a sinful name. I'm called Shining now, and you'll always be. Is that so? Are you sure you can resist your family's destiny that has carried on for over a millennium? Looking forward to it. This holds the blue fowl beast rescued from the river in her hands. And England's feathers are trembling, and the cold river water makes her shiver. You thought Chris Hardenag would get anger at her. The sorrowful sarcasm merely waves. Brand new birdcage for Liz. Put it inside, and always stay safe. Sorry, Chris Hardenag. I mean to endanger myself by going to the river to save you. I just couldn't watch it die. You can flaunt the moment your family gifted. I just fly freely. Once it gets too far from me, it seems to lose its life and falls into the river. See, I did something similar yesterday, but I have no recollection of that at all. I'll listen to it and put it inside the cage to keep you safe. Please don't get angry. I promise you something so foolish as this won't ever happen again. The cage has finally accepted its own duty. You have also realized your own destiny. The more fragments and lies you fill her up with, the more confusion and suffering she goes through. Lifted those dusty fragments for her. There's no one doing her awakening. Eventually she'll suffer as a rootless consciousness crumbles. I won't let that happen, Paula. I'll end your sins with my own hands, and Liz will be cured. And what next? Isn't her regaining the truth the very thing you fear, my dear sister? What an incest carnation is happening here? Was that a mistranslation? Because is he her father or her brother or both? If he's both, then oh Lord Jesus, um, you one nasty incestuous motherfucker, go back to Alabama. This source of your woeful hesitation. I tolerate you wander around this receptacle continuously, strengthening this fragile cage. Yet I trust you to cherish it with you and all, and you never disappoint me. Eventually you'll come back to my side with the cage in tow. That's what you've done. Look, you even tried to cage me in and create an opportunity for you to defeat me. Your rebellious love for her and her hate-resisting conscience have sadly only become another catalyst to get you even want to use the hope she found for herself. Tiny, are you here? I can sense your breathing, but I can't see you. Me or Liz? I hear your voice, walking with her tattered conscience inside the cage. Tiny sees the blue falbies, good enough to fill her vision. Giant gray eyes looking down at her, she's unable to see herself reflected in those eyes. Falby's sharp beak opens and closes, a mellow voice trails in from nowhere. Tiny, there's a big question echoing in my head together with a name that sings me. I can't recall it all. Might be able to remember it after we leave this place. Found I can share the pains of others and slow down their lives withering away. Until we go to a far away place, find a way to cure me, and maybe I can cure others in pain along the way. She's submerged in those disorderly and fragmented memories, and will eventually lose herself in them. Or perhaps she'll go mad, or she'll end her own life before that happens. But you know how to solve this. Wait, sorry, said Nag, I've taught you. Draw your sword and cut down your blood relatives here and now. Our souls will reconnect with your sword as a bridge, and you will give birth to ancient power. Ahem. Sir, stop trying to have a child with your daughter. Flash. I hope she's just your daughter. What the fuck, man? This is your inescapable destiny. Become one with you. And use the remains of our blood kin to nourish your consciousness that will stay shattered otherwise. Forgive me, Liz. Shining clutches the sword in her arms, and the Confessorius' hand is already pressing on the scabbard. At least, Wait starts in Nag. Dan and I are about to pour out from the sheath. The single hand holds on to Shining's sleeve. Shining, I like your new name much better. Liz. I feel like I've slept for a long time, lost myself within an infinity of fragments. But I hear your voice, and you guide me to a place buried underneath the countless fragments. I dug up some of my splintered memories there. I still haven't remembered them all. But I recalled the questions I should have given you my answer to a long time ago. I forgave you long ago, even before you resolved to seal all the memories of that laboratory away. So I'm angry with you for deciding to act on your own without asking. Liz, I always loved the name you chose for me. Don't run away, and bear everything by yourself. Didn't we promise to face it all together? Shining sees Nightingale's eyes and her smile. When she comes back to her senses, Dan has already quietly slipped away from her sleeves. This bitch is gay. Oh, like, well, how am I supposed to interpret this? A tragedy we have here, but the ending has already been determined. They'll resist their the incestuous madman by being gay instead. You killing me. Turn you into the breeding ground for the next generation, into breeding ground for the next in our bloodline. Or you can look on helplessly as you watch me take her away and drown in your regrets after. It's all the same, sister. Ugh. Sir, we need to retreat. Ugh. How many bloodlines have you yet to touch, Chimera? Show me. How many times can you put blood back in your body and tell yourself your own fate? Use growl. Angry howling. Why is it monster question mark? Excited cry. Huh? Your little monster's copy is quite poor. Or is it another one? Just because you're not as strong as you were before your rebirth. Or is Dame Calcit, beloved of all tribes, even more interesting than I thought? Disdainful all. Oh, it's the Demacia. Stop making me read these names. Sartustage. The other part has chosen you. So what will you bring him? The name Sartustage itself is the answer. Inextinguishable hope. Sinag. The cage is already awake. If you continue to keep her by your side, she will only, like dewdrops of early dawn, evaporate and fade away into light. I will take her away, and I will help you maintain her. I will help you make a myth. I will forge this cage into a crown, and then we will be the king of sarcasm for all eternity. Go away, gross ass fuck. No point in chasing after him. Take stock of the losses and prepare to move on at once. We still have an unstabilized wound, and our cover here has already been broken. Dr. Calcit, Operator Nightingale, is an employee of Rhodes Island Medical Department, and we will not allow anyone to take her away or do her harm. We might place her in greater danger if we make any rash moves. After all, we're facing an immortal Lord of Fiends that has been coveting the crown for thousands of years. Good star, Taj, the one who knocks on the door, the king of usurping kings. I knew the threat of the Confessari since the days of Babel, even though my numerous countermeasures attempts were all in vain. Theirs has concealed them so well that everyone merely thought of them as the reagent's guards. Please be at ease. I know what we have to do now. I'd be less calm than this. What's your plan? Liz, she has made her own choice. Even I never dared to think of. Daring, aggressive, and also the most effective method. Seems like the one afraid of loss and death has always been me. What I need to do, I need to catch up to her. I believe in you both. How's Amiya? Asked Kong. She and the doctor were also beset by the Confessari's surprise attack and are now with Logos. Amiya has been affected by some kind of witchcraft. The one they call Salus tried to seize the King of Sarkas's power from her directly and failed, but Amiya's current condition is very strange. She's fallen into a coma. Mia's connection with the Lord of Fiends is only growing stronger, so we can only place our faith in her. I also discovered several of the vampire's art circles, accompanied by some illusions from history. The doctor mentioned that the original used to build these art circles was very special. Well done, Lord Demacia. Thank you for your assistance. What do you seek from us? We seek change, to hone ourselves in meaning. We seek the meaning of living a long, disordered life. You'll show it to us, and we'll verify it. That's all. Tell Closure and Feist to sweep this place thoroughly. We'll leave in 3 hours. Leave a message for W to head towards Brentwood, as per our original plans. We really have to hurry. Hey, Uncle Noah. Lens in my glasses fell out again. Told you so many times your ears are too soft. Grip on your frame so hard every time you feel the glasses sliding down that you break and change their shape, so of course the lens won't stay in place. Let me have a look. Because you gave me such a heavy pair to wear. I found a better method. Look! Little Susanna pulls out 2 leaves from behind her and wedges the stems on her ears, with the tips resting on her nose bridge. Glasses of green, fashioned with leaves. But, what do you think? Can you see with them? I can, really. Just face the sun like this. Val goes over to Noah and puts 2 leaves on his eyes. Noah's vision is filled with verd and green. Alright, kid, you. Just look. Leaf veins. Sunlight at noon force is not very strong, but it is enough to shine through the leaves and reveal their interlaced veins, clear for all to see. How is it? You can see, right? You won't see anything interesting with that frown always on your face, Uncle Noel. Stares blankly at the sun with leaves covering his eyes. I can't see anything at all, but I know of a story from Ian, these. A tale of missing the forest for the leaves. No, you're not listening. You're as boring as ever, Uncle Noel. A child with glasses made of leaves comes and goes like a breeze. Disappears into a distant camp in the blink of an eye. Seems like you don't get along with the children, Mr. Noel. Isn't Tallulah done with work? Told you that story of my son once. My son once, however, I didn't like hearing my stories either, even just not suited for it. You have an abundance of experience, even if you only know of it from a smattering of phrases. An average downtrodden Victorian optometrist who fled here after his shop was taken away from him amidst the war. Sympathize with the infected who are being discriminated against, and so chose to join their group and help out with his abilities. Always displayed a respectable character ever since I got to know you, Mr. Noel. But it's because of that Please speak your mind, Tallulah. I'm just curious why a long-lived like you would deign to conceal their identity into insignificant things. I noticed, of course. This is still much better than the worst-case scenario I thought of. However, you can deny it, and we'll speak of it no more. I'll tell Nine, though. I won't. Noel smiles, plucks a leaf, and fiddles with it. There are actually many Victorians who I'm well acquainted with that know my identity. I only wish to avoid scaring my traveling companions. But I'd like to correct you on one point, Tallulah. I'm not deigning to act like this. My longevity aside, I doubt I'm any more talented than ordinary people. The long-lived gain their longevity often through different means, as the first research in the marks they use. But we weren't always influential figures, Tallulah. In fact, I'm much more interested in your story. Ascending to the Red Dragon, founder of Reunion, and the leader of the infected movement that took off in Ursus. To think you'd act so shrewdly towards the so-called long-lived. Who exactly are you, Mr. Noel? Just some guy. It's just a guy. 150 years ago, I was telling my third son the fables I learned from my travels in Yang. He left my side from impatience. I stood before his granddaughter's granddaughter. I was once again a stranger in a large family. So now I harbor anger and pain inside me, giving up entirely both family and love as I try to locate the villain hiding in Victoria who manipulated my fate. I spent the last century researching the long-lived, the gods, the masterminds, the immemorials, and myself. I tried to benefit from the system of nobility, to own my original arts, to accumulate wealth, and to exchange it for secrets. I tried every method you can fathom to get closer to truth, but I haven't been successful at all. I didn't manage to become nobility or wealthy. I only have a little shop. That's all I really had. Combat ability-wise, I'm not able to defeat Mr. Guard. Only time has taught me to recognize the reality that I hold no talents at all. It's the story of an ordinary person, Tallulah, whose steel I can freely share with you. Noel drops the leaves that were in his hand, and the breeze blows them far away. He dusts himself off and picks up his suitcase once more. Please rest assured, I hold no ill intent towards you all. I only wish to find the hands of fate that curse me. He hides beneath the country, treating her monarch as her glove, city-state as her chessboard. She merely looks up. Everything labeled Victoria with a gold gaze. If needed, Victoria can even be destroyed and rebuilt and topped off with a new flag out. How can I believe she isn't involved in our current turmoil of absurdity? Definitely hiding within the dukes. Watching the sarcasm, Victoria's engaged in mutual slaughter. Bloodshed and sacrifice are merely heartless parameters and indicators to her. Perhaps you might have been manipulated by a similar pair of hands before. You have royal blood running through your veins after all. She has no reason to let you nor Alistair's daughter go. Me? I do know another conspirator, but he doesn't deserve to be called a god, nor can he manipulate my fate. That's exactly how they live on Tallulah. I want to know how to kill them, or perhaps how to kill myself. Again, late, I picked little Susanna's glass. Mr. Noel, you. The reason why I want to tell you all this, and why I joined Reunion, to forgive my selfishness, is due to my intuition I've honed by the extra century I've lived. You too have resisted such predetermined fate. All of you here now. I feel like I've seen he's just a guy. Or I'm just a guy. Wrong place. Yeah, I'm wrong. Decade. Oh boy, we're only halfway done and it's I'm almost there, not finishing this down, so I want to play until we're donkeys laid out.
Compassion saves no one on the battlefield.
Enemy engaged. Let's end this quickly. If I make it back in one piece, この黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。Do we have? I've been in plenty of events, but this is the most chaotic venue ever. Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there. Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam. Time for me to... What a pity. I'm in position. No need to guess which position. Do we have? I've been in plenty of events, but this is the most chaotic venue ever. Doctor, 人形がかりそめの命を宿す。I'm in position. Target eliminated.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that? Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
I accept your invitation.
Yielding is not an option.
My flame will hold the hammer of the dead to keep us out into oblivion.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
I'm in position. Target disarmed. I see it. Hammer of the dead keep us out into oblivion.
Oh, it's one more.
Time
There.
for me to get not scared. You've
Two
got
more.
guts, but that might be all you've got. The hammer of the dead keep us out into oblivion.
ドクターとわたこの黄昏の楽園に
What you doing, buddy?
私は君臨し続ける。
I'm in position to repair the music attack. Mission accomplished.
Hello, dusty image. Good old dusty background image that they use to repeat. Where am I? Hitter, pain, rip, shatter. Every good on my body. Every person killed is silent. Use myself. No, I must. Why cannot summon the strength? Is this actually a Mia? Someone seems to be urgently calling my name. Mia. Promise. Incoherent voice. Doctor, I can't tell. On reply, I open my mouth, just tell the doctor I'm fine. Pain starts to fade away as the chaotic scene before me finally becomes clear. I search for what strength remains in my body. Oh. I see cities devastated. I see a regime blanketing the land. I see you. I see you? Can you see what I see you? The fuzzy echoes get it further away as I open my eyes. This is a battlefield. My battlefield. The battlefield of the King of Sarkans. The army lies dormant beneath them, silent raising their banners up high, soaked through the blood, pain, and suffering of ours, of our enemies. Take this last city. The resistance has reached an end. You are the king of the Naskers, our court. What's your name? I have no name. I am merely your loyal subject, King of Sarkans. If you are afraid, they'll bring us salvation. All we fervently wish for, all that we have achieved, salvation. I nod slightly. Roaring cry fills the air, declaring a new chapter of destruction. The earth beneath my feet is squirms, it quarrels, all because of me. This is the grace of the Lord of Fiends, has bequeathed blame. The formation begins advancing. Your will is our will. You have answered the prophecy, and thus it yields its rewards. Please leave it to us. This battle will not drag much longer. Prophecy. Prophecy. I once heard that. You'll be exhausted these days. Amiya, you can't go on like this. You need to rest. The reset. Is that it? I'm exhausted. Well, the hill about Defense Forces Control Tower, Dr. Calcit, taking serious injury. El Cuerpo has been locked down, and all residents left for care. We are at tender mercies to the Torres catastrophe, but our military is yet to give up. Within the Sargonian city of gold, the Ahedian millennium-old dwarves nailed shut in their coffins. Oh boy, Jesus. These willing storm spires rotted and crumbling, not to and ever to ring out again. The eternal city of Lauteron. Its pure-white citadel dyed in black, their ancient betrayal paid in full. Even under the ties, they are again aching to bow their heads to me. Rule is still trying to uphold their dignity. I claim them one by one. In all of these, one solid figure remains constant. This is all my doing. Is all this my doing? These are all things you need to do in Mia. You have come to your origin of it all. This is also a faded end. Feel something flowing out the edge of my eyes. Teresa raises a gentle hand and wipes my tears away. Don't be like this, Mia. King of Sarkans, I personally place this crown upon your head and brought to you this pain and glory. We will face it together. This is the will of the myriad souls we cannot deny. The more you reject it, the more you suffer. The more you resist, the weaker you are. Teresa's face begins to blur. All of them are telling me this at once. Across millennia, all the Sarkans within myriad souls, they are telling me this. There is no rebuke, no terror. They just wish for me to be at peace once more. We have seen so much defiance of fate. Prophecies manifest early before those who defy them. It is as clear as day where they will ultimately fall. We are grateful for those pointless challenges. Through their struggles, we weave an ode to heroes, yet the heroes themselves are destined to perish. The more you reject it, the more you suffer, because you understand. All choices, all struggles, all fatigue, sorrow you swallow, they bear no meaning. Rejected it only bears the gentle hand of faith. The more you resist, the weaker you are. Because you realize, all fights, all resistance, the blood we spill are haggard words. They have no destination. Resistance only fills your destined home with thorns. Why bother? Why bother? We only wish for you to rest. Close your eyes and me. The end is coma. Close your eyes. Millions of kin bow down before our rusted throne. They will bear Castel here. The king spurns them. The king derives them. The king enslaves them. This is your mission. This is my mission. This is my predestined fate. A good ending is never earned. This is fate. I tasted too much. I fought fate so many years, in the end I could not win. But you, maybe you're... Will you admit it? Ah. You're afraid, little king. You know my end. You believe all the prophecies will be realized. You will be the origin of ruin. You will be the harbinger of disaster. You decide, you accept. Really? Ah. The reception to me. Even he who broke us succumbed to fate. Are you stronger than him? Braver than him? Do you think of those soft shoulders of yours can bear the weight of the frost and blaze he's borne? Not to look like him. At the end of your journey, you will regret. You will suffer for your sin. Your sin will not be able to accept who you are. Look at your hands, child. Look at your hands. Glance down, feeling my hands. I try curling my hands into fists. This is my will. On the vast battlefield I stand alone, innumerable corpses. The black crown hovers above my head. I see you, black crown on your head, melting millions of lives into nothing but memories. I see a king of sarcasm, enslaving all peoples everywhere. You will regret. You will fall on regrets just like me. Final destination is still here. When death approaches, you will realize all prophecies are inevitable. I am the most horrific disaster to afflict on our world. I am the most horrific disaster to afflict our world. Step forward, towards me, towards myself, towards fate itself. Then, black arts weave in his sword, stabbing Dimia in front of me, stabbing me, myself through your chest. Then I will kill you. Then harm you. You are the Lord of Fiends. I once made the same choice as you. I thought I was strong enough, powerful enough to untie myself from fate's shackles. You can't do it. Lamia, you can't do it. Really? Maybe. You may have tried once. You may have faced all sorts of bitterness and still fallen the same abyss in the end. But I haven't. I have not walked your so-called fated path. I will challenge you. I will challenge you in my... The King of Sarkaz's name, Amiya. The end of it all was set in stone long ago by those prophecies you espouse. If the meaning of our lives is to prove your inevitable conclusion, then why do we live? Why do we exist? Patriot's lifelong struggle, Dr. Calcit's assiduous choices, Dr. Singe holding my hand and affirming our path. All those were just the footnote in fate's manuscript? I refuse to accept. Amiya, this will only begin pain. It will be an endless torture. Myriad souls in castle. I asked, did Theresa break out of her own fate? Even Therasis, did he face you head on? Theresa, she handed over his crown to me for this. You didn't believe in predestined tragic future that you paint. She is suffering now. Listen to your voice. Our voices will narrate with nary arrest. If only to relive your burden, King of Sarcasm, you must. No, Tirsa doesn't need any rest. King of Sarcasm will longer be a symbol of conquest and revenge. Maybe that's why I must be the one. How arrogant, how conceited. No, it is only because I have worn this black crown that I brandish my sword at you. You cannot escape fate's choice. The further you run from it, the faster it will come. I won't run. I will wait for it. Fate. Fate? Fate mentioned? Faco? When your plans have dissipated, when your taunts fall short, I'll show you how. We, the peoples of this great land, can choose an ending for ourselves. I find the strength in my body. They call this power the King of Sarcasm. But I know it is never about the king. The power is never meant for conquest or for subjugation. Its true objective is survival. The outfield abruptly shatters. I hear a distant sigh. Carries no anger, no fear, no sorrow. Just a sigh. Was the reply from myriad souls, or just myself sleep talking as I awake from the night? Well, oh Mia, you're awake. Familiar voice beckons. I feel those lingering emotions dissipate. You alright? Any pain? Got hit by a confessorious witchcraft. Do you have a nightmare? Doctor's voice always calms me down. I'm fine. I lift my hand, black iron sparking out as usual. King of Sarcasm. Doctor, his power is not a curse. I'll forbidden witchcraft that brings disaster. Teresa passed it on to me, so we can use it to find our own path. I trust you. Doctor holds my hand tightly. You're up at me. Sorry. It's fine, Lopez. Whether or not I was caught by confessorious witchcraft, I would have to face this self-reflection eventually. These. In my dream, those voices proclaimed prophecy again. Prophecy? Yes, the prophecy Patriot spoke of before he died. No matter what voices they were, it was all a trick of confessori. Don't worry about it. No. What was the myth? What was that myth that confessori's torture? Or are the myriad souls still deeply connected to my heart? Or maybe I still hold on to that scary prophecy deep down inside. It's not important, though. I already rejected your offer. Again. Good. I still want to get you to get a full checkup from Dr. Kelsey to your ratings. I do. Lois, where are we though? Sound of footsteps approaches. It's some sarcasm mercenaries. They move a crystal around, shard the color of blood onto a truck not far away. Recognize the girl leading them, Africa. Doctor says she freed the workers in Hyberg. Logos requisitioned the use of the Sarcast transport squad's vehicle in the name of the Lord of Banshees. We to escape the confessori pursuit. Yesterday, closers drones found us. W safe house that they were staying at were also attacked by the confessori and Nightingale was captured. The confessori. We let our guard down against the Sarcast squad, named after the confessori. There's plans also allowed them freedom of movement. However, they finally left the shadows they've been hiding. Doctor, Africa, and others are loading the original samples we need on board. They're still wary of us. Right now, they only listen to me because they fear me. I may have to resort to threatening them with real curses soon. 5 batches of fish should be enough, and he has recovered as well. Then we'll head to Brentwood next and meet up with Dr. Kelsey. Doctor, you look uneasy. What's worrying you? I fear that Theresis isn't looking for any sort of vampire witchcraft device. What he wants is an even more unsettling power.
A satisfying battle. It brought palpitations even to my heart.
One day those palpitations are going to turn into you dying of a heart attack, buddy. It's going to happen. Believe it. Stretch. Stretch? Question? up above hers. Alright. Okay. Let's continue. Alright. Let me check something real quick on. Can I see this? Let's go. Notice. Residents must comply with all regulations previously announced by the Military Commission. 2. Must comply with all work safety regulations. No time off allowed whatsoever. 3. Leaving your place of residence after 7 p.m. is strictly forbidden. 4. Boarding Mayor West in any manner is forbidden. Acting Mayor Brentwood. Frida West. I still don't have the seed. We still have those flowers ready by next year's harvest. I don't want my family's traditions to die by my hands. Amen. What was her name? Sorry, I didn't catch. Morning. Ugh. Magdalene. Were drunk last night? Yeah, well, Hank. And I had a teeny taste of Mayor's leftover booze. I let you in all those secret. Mr. West had more than just fine wine brewing for its celebration. Pig. He was hiding a whole can behind our backs. Last time I saw one of those, it was the harvest when we were 10. I'll definitely invite you to a dance during the gun salute at next year's festival, Magdalene. You're still really drunk, you know that. I just told Flash Powder hasn't gone wet. All the barrels it was stored alongside. It's only been a few more days. We finished with that bloody thing that was having us built to leave us alone. Then, time comes for next year's Harvest Festival. We'll get to celebrate the return of our normal lives all night long. When did you start hanging clocks in the greenhouse? Long time past the time everyone's supposed to gather to head to work. Are you skipping off work today? They won't notice a single man is getting ready to head there. Now there's a little back alley behind your greenhouse that leads straight to the work site. Strange, those won't often loiter around here. Door's over there. I'm heading right to now. See you, Hick. Wait, Will, don't open that door. Watch out. Ow, Magdalene, did the flower pot crack my skull open? Nothing happened. Still drunk. Door outside is that way. I'll take you to the work site. Right, I gotta remember to bring a bouquet to more Mr. West. It's a shame he didn't get to taste the wine he was brewing. Didn't see a notice he put up today? What notice? Hick. Never mind, take this flower. It has visibly deteriorated over the last few years. While Mayor West racked his brain to try to turn things around. His ideas all yielded little results. Your caravans once visited in droves, none of them are willing to visit this forgotten town anymore. Everyone here has been suffocated thanks to ever-approaching war and the worsening situation in London. 2 weeks ago, all of us gathered at the top of the town hall and saw a catastrophe cloud rising into the sky in Londinium's direction. Marist hesitated for half a day and gave up on sending a team to Londinium to find out what happened. There were only rumors that war had broken out. It was only when the sarcasm came down regained its former vigor, they hired all of us with food. Everyone scrambled to line up for work day after day and gave everything their all in exchange for limited food there was. We're very industrious. In a few short weeks, the thing as built is already starting to take shape. Hopes of survival dangling in front of us, we strain to figure out how Mr. West died. There's no work in farms anymore. Then what will the harvest festival that everyone is looking forward to actually be celebrating? Well, they're coming this way. Wake up. Damn it, Will, I told you not to drink so much. Sir, this man broke the rules. I'll be taking him to confinement to reflect on what he's done. Looks like you enjoy the power we granted you, feline. I just don't want anyone breaking the rules we agreed on. I can tell you're trying to protect him. Child's tricks. Just remember how your unlucky father died. His Highness is willing to overlook your disrespectful attitude before. That alone is your greatest reward. What we need now are honest workers. It's that simple. It won't happen again, sir, I swear. That's right, your legs should be shaken. Don't worry, you'll live. If you were dead, I'd have to find sarcasm profanity to do your job. I'll keep an eye on it. I promise there will be no delays. Better not be. I don't care who picks up his slack, as long as one of you does. Not you. Don't get back to your post. I don't want the boss to shoot me out. Scram. Magdalene, please let me take care of him. He's sober up into fine. I'm sober. I wouldn't dare fall behind on a schedule, they said. Wait till he can actually stand before we act tough. If we pass on the work side, I won't be able to save you. Ugh, I should have given you the keys to the warehouse yesterday. I shouldn't. Are these flowers for me? Oh, of course not. Bought them to more Mr. West. You didn't see the notice I put up today. I had too much to drink yesterday, so I figured I was only gonna have a little sip. That bastard Tom starts spouting nonsense. He says you're a haughty traitor riding the devil's coattail. I had them to get by these days. One of it is no one know you kowtow to the devils. Old Hank and I were proper pissed off. We challenged that bastard to some drinking games. We got careless and didn't stop. What they think doesn't matter. Never mind. Give me the flowers. Let me thank you in my father's place. Maybe we could hold a ceremony for Mr. West in the warehouse he was secretly making his preparations in. Sarcasm rarely go there. Thanks, Magdalene. Yes, you got the flowers. He's not smart enough. They should go back. I just heard a group of outsiders appeared in the village a few days ago. Not to Duke's army, but they are armed. Sarkas are afraid someone in town could help them. They'll start today's schedule ahead of search. They'll start today's search ahead of schedule. Sorry. Well, Sharon Death asked for. Is she interested? For her own good, I suggest you stop bothering her so much. She has her own troubles to take care of. Now go, sober up in confinement. My men say go to work like gardener. Do not exhaust my trust in you. How can I get rid of him? I hope he hasn't found anything. You hung up the clock I gave you. Very good. I'll help you remind your work hours and not leave your post. Got Martin's hands. They turn my daisy soil. I didn't give my subordinates permission to muck around with your garden and greenhouse. Oh, you might as well search. I don't know. No need to be so cautious, Mom. Alright, try and look for these. The good thing is just sow seeds. These are not on my list of approved transactions. I don't care how you got your hands on these spices, just knock it off with the stupid ideas. From today onwards, we'll deal with any suspicious individuals directly. Why am I even telling you this? Anyway, you better not. You better stay in line. Don't be doing anything stupid. Also quiet. It's eerie. Should I turn around and look? Like the flowers are growing. These roses, we don't have them cast. There's a battle. I need to leave town. I'll be back solved any minute. Must be happy about that. Send those flowers to my tent later, gardener. This coin is without a down payment. One last word of advice. Don't go near the work site, the center of town. Spearmen are interested in such fragile flowers. Oh my, roses. But petals are stained in blood. Was his hand pricked by those roses' thorns? He didn't feel any pain. Weird sarcasm. Oh no. Safe now. I'll be okay. You look free at last. Such a tight squeeze inside. Easy. We're just about to fight a march. I know it can't bring trouble, so sorry, rock on. And I'm fast. I didn't expect him to start looking so early today. There is a group of armed militants outside the town. The two of them look at each other. We're sorry for all the trouble. Magdalene, right? Things are a little not like what we expect. The situation is a bit awful, I suppose. There's a surface level peace maintained. The villagers serve with sarcasm. Rock. Although the face of the young man named Feist shows many signs of battle weather, I can nonetheless see a fearless courage in his clear eyes. Rock seems to be his partner. I can imagine the two of them fighting alongside each other. It's been some time since I saw such zealous vigor in this town. Not a problem. It's true. Our town is working for his sarcasm. No more for Rock to be having doubts. You told me you were refugees. I guess it must be more than refugees to escape Londinium seeking supplies. Sorry about that. We didn't tell you who we were before. We're with the Londinium Self-Salvation Corps. Londinium? What are you doing here? No, it's a long story. We'll have time to talk more about that. First, could you tell what the sarcasm are building in the center of town? Val, our consultant is worried about what's being built here. Feist and I have tried getting close to the area, but the sarcasm are guarding that place very tightly. We'll only see a giant, blood-red pistol, much bigger than all the other ones we've seen in both scale and complexity. You mean that thing the building here isn't unique to this place? We believe it's one of Sarkad's art circles, but Brentwood's might be more special than that. Of course, it's our plan to strike that place. Our fighters are not in the best of shape right now, but with your help. War. Ever since the news came that the Dukes have made it here, more and more of the town's residents have been talking about that ever-distant war. Don't ever let imaginations run wild, lamentably away from the Sarkad's wounds. They only ever boast in their drunkenness that the Duke's fleets will follow the routes. They whimsically draw on maps to save Victoria. Sized by how the Sarkas will run away from Brentwood as they shout their rallying cries. What exactly is war? I can't see any of that whatsoever in this quiet Sarkas controlled town. I don't want to see it either. Sarkas are going to be leaving very soon. There's nothing that they could want in our town. Feist, Rock, you should be on your way soon. It's dangerous for outsiders to be. You can take the alley behind the greenhouse. Sarkas don't patrol there. Even though Brentwood is in the forefront of the conflict between the Dukes and Sarkas, the situation here isn't normal at all. While there's a change in the movement of supplies to Brentwood for the last couple of years, it almost intentionally ignored geographical location and the enormous arts node you're building. What are the original crystals from? How did Sarkas come up with such a detailed plan in such a short time? It's a little embarrassing. We still don't know what exactly Sarkas are trying to do. That's not a good thing. Magdalene, if you could help persuade everyone to help, we still have a chance to stop. I'm gonna help you figure out the situation in the Sarkas garrison station. Can't stop hiding. No, self-salvation for. But I see a vacation route we were planning is to take Seoul. Let's see how it plays out. We can't give us a chance to get them on our side. Dr. Kelsey's right. What the military commission is planning here, it has to be extremely important. Relax, I was just passing by. I thought I'd thank my friend. Magdalene, Will said he forgot to thank you, and asked me to thank you in his stead. Always had those unrealistic fancies ever since he was a kid. This doesn't feel quite right. Sounds like Will was drunkard and almost opened the cupboard we were hiding. Shh, let's not get into that. Frida, I'm sorry. I'll leave these two Salvation Corps members to you. Do you mean to fill you in on the situation? No need, I heard everything outside. Frida, the mayor of Brentwood was my father. He's dead. Fortunately, he's the only one who lost his life in town so far. I'm afraid I have to turn down your request. I respect your bravery to stand up against it, but I can't put all the town's residents at risk. My father had the same idea, and he already paid the price. Resistance will only bring unnecessary sacrifice. Sarkis camp is not far from the main entrance to the rain house. For your safety, please leave quietly. Brent will take care of its own. Peace doesn't come easy, and I'm afraid of breaking it once more. Yeah, don't you see the problem with that? They made me a promise to leave as soon as their plan is completed. You trust the Sarkis word? I have to. Rock, let's go. Feist. Mayor Frida will be working in the surrounding area. We were waiting to rendezvous with our other teams. If you need assistance, or if you need things take a turn for the worse, you can find us there. That's our promise. So, Salvation Corps. Magdalene and I? Oh, never mind. Frida and I actually don't know each other too well. It's always been fairly asocial. If it wasn't for Will making all kinds of excuses to drag Frida here to buy flowers for me, I would likely never have known her. Like everyone else, I'd seen her as a crazy lunatic who's slaving away for her sarcasm and dragged everyone else into along with her. I could even have forgotten that she's the same age as me. You saved all of us after Mr. Westgate. You did save all of us after Mr. Westgate was like. Oh, I traded everyone's freedom for it. Someone has to be the villain. I'm too afraid to give up, even if it only buys everyone a small chance to survive. I leave. Talk as leaders here. The officer who comes to your greenhouse doesn't kill for fun like the sarcasm and rumors. And so I'd rather keep things the way they are. To be honest, I don't know what I should believe myself. Magdalene really just. Please forgive us with stubbornness, just being childish. I never been mad at it. Have you received the seeds I secretly bought for your next year's celebration? There are some setbacks, but I have. Good. Hopefully they will lead the most beautiful flowers by the time next year's harvest is here. We're all planned for this festival for a long time. I don't want to see your efforts go to waste. Please help me with this. My pleasure. Random combat sequence.
始めるよ。迷っている暇はありませんわよ。ドクター、次はあなたをどこまでも追い詰める。If I make it back in one piece, I win.
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down. Don't panic. You are not the one I'm looking for.
Wait! That's not the sword! Oh, whatever! Take it!
Oh, I should try adding a jet engine next time. I'm in position. No need to guess which position.
You can do it. Do we have time to go over combat techniques? Doctor, 人形が仮初めの命を宿す。
I'm in position. Target eliminated.
Now step. My idol image. Who gives a crap about turn back? Don't let your heart shatter. Turn back. Don't let your heart shatter you. Let my whip reach your soul.
Time for me to not clear. You've got gut, but that might be all you've got.
Turn back. Don't let your heart shatter.
Target eliminated.
Acknowledged.
Monster. In position.
Oh boy. I lost 2.
Made up your mind? Thy pleas falleth upon deaf ears.
Go ahead.
Vermin.
Time for me to get not clear. You've got gut, but that might be all you've got. So this is your judgment.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop at?
Life withers and dissipates. Remnants left to
Nice.
hesitate.
If they lost their fighting spirit, they're not
But
our
no
enemies
3
anymore.
stars, but whatever.
Let's stop here.
Are you happy to see me, Erudite?
Oops, have any outfits available? Oh, no outfits available right now. Wow.
This battle once offered much inspiration for choreographing my cadence.
Ah, 50k, Jesus. And then on top of whip. Back to the grind. I'm a fortunate woman. When my grandfather passed away, the sunlight had shone upon the greenhouse, his favorite flowers in his hands. He had already arranged everything for me. I was going to live the rest of my life as both as I hoped in this town and this tiny little greenhouse. It is until they arrived. I was incredibly fearful that my life would be ruined. That Sarkaz gave the order, and so my job remained here in the greenhouse. I'm still this town's gardener. It's been a week since 2 Self-Salvation Corps people arrived. Likewise, it's been a week since I last saw the Sarkaz officer who returned the soil for diseases in town. Good afternoon, Magdalene. The flowers look just as beautiful as always. Thanks, Hank. Seen Will. I was looking for him. He ordered some flowers first thing this morning. He still hasn't come to pick them up even though it's afternoon already. Will ordered flowers. Well, it must be for Frida's birthday. He ditched right around noon. Most likely have to prepare whatever surprise he has in store for Frida. Don't worry, he'll remember once Frida gives him a scold. Everyone seemed very exhausted. You hear noise around the site at night. Has no one been getting any proper rest? Devils are apparently trying to show off for somebody. It's working us to the bone like there's no tomorrow. But I haven't seen any pigwoods visiting either. Really lucky they were given a decent job and they don't have to suffer like the rest of us. I didn't expect us to finish the building this in a month just by grinding our teeth a little. It seemed like a miracle. Willing to bet that before, the Londinium lords would have hauled all of this into their museums. So I used to hate this job. Magdalene, the world has changed. Just try to get to Sarkis on the Sarkis officer's good side. You have nothing to lose, bet. Thanks for your advice, I'll think it over. Thanks, the gesture were always so sincere. But his idea left me terrified. At night, whether I can't sleep, I kept awake by a noise coming from the square, as though there's an iron hammer striking my head repeatedly. Occasionally I'm jolted awake from my dreams by those strange rocks. Can't help but think back to the worries of the two Self-Salvation Corps people a week ago. Perhaps the Sark has changed more than just the way we live. Again. How come the cannon fire is sounding closer lately? I hear there's more than one group of folks who want to take over Brentwood. If they come to blows, it'll be a hot mess here again. What's wrong with the way things are now? With everyone getting along, I hope this isn't going to delay our work. Magdalene, finally. That devil keeps visiting you brought others to wreck our greenhouse. What? You're done? He says it's impossible for Victorians to be hiding here. It's not for you to say. This house is clearly useless. It's only standing being insisted on keeping it around. Who knows what you might be hiding here? Girl, we're all fighting to death for his highness, but thanks to you and how weak you are, you've been letting chance after chance go to waste. Watch your tone, mercenary. Remember the royal card and the commander here. Relax. If I find any guerrillas hiding here, I'll off you immediately and apply to join the royal court on achievement. Now lose that pacifism of yours. I'm getting sick of it. Factions are serious interruption to military commission's plans for this place. It wasn't for your setbacks on the front lines fueling their ferocity. The boss would have been having us rush everything here to finish the job so quickly. So you might as well shut up. My greenhouse. No. Don't move, just watch quietly. No. Black soil buried all of them. Daisies, roses, bluebells. The rhizomes were all mercilessly crushed under their feet. New buds growing toward the sunlight too. Frida asked me to plant some seeds for the festival. She was really looking forward to it. So it'll be the biggest harvest festival in 10 years. All of us were looking forward to it. But now the new buds are no more. Relax, your fingers are bleeding. Don't try to break them. I'm saving our life gardener. Let her come. Let her that she wants to fight. That way I can just kill her and finish this right here and now. You're too soft on this town, Commander. Darren won't kill me. Ugh, what a drag. Flowers mean nothing to this world. Armories, explosives, incinerators, that's what we need. The very last new bulbs have been crushed. Grandfather went out fresh flowers during next year's harvest festival. Not anymore. Let me go. I'm calm. I found what you were looking for. Found yourself lucky that I didn't. Then please leave. Yeah. I'd have a bit more guts than those idiots at the work site. Victorians. Don't move, your fingers need bandage. I couldn't stop. I had setbacks on the front lines. Soon there'll be another here to take over from me. He has other plans for a town. There's an opening in the cement construction. It's about 200 meters to the west of the town's entrance. The guerrillas nearly blew it open. They don't give this chance up, so we need to fix this opening by 5 AM tomorrow. Well, we're at Sarkis. Why is it telling me this? Roses can be saved. You must find a way to plant those poor things again. If that opening piques your interest, take those roses and cut through our camp tonight. It's the safest route. If somebody stops you, tell them you're delivering an order for me. Of course, I'd be very happy you can stop by and split the roses from my tent. Some things should never be ruined, Gardner. My name is not Gardner, sarcasm. It's Magdalene. Let us reintroduce ourselves. My name is Shovel. Shovel. Remember Magdalene. Time waits for no one. He wants that feline. He wants that pussy's pussy. Okay, Singe. Don't ruin this moment, you nasty words. Forward planted for the harvest festival represents hope. That's what my grandfather taught me. Flowers and lined streets during the festival each year are entrusted with everyone's simple wish for a bountiful harvest. There's no one else that needs hope more than that. I can't leave. That should be in this direction. I take the flowers there as soon as I can. What's that? What are you doing here? Magdalene. Why don't those flowers past curfew? That's the direction the barracks are going. Hurry up and leave. It's fine. I just wanted to come outside for a walk. Right, I heard from Hank that it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. We'll order some flowers for you, but he never came for them. If you see well, please remind him. Rita, why aren't you saying anything? Come with me, it's not safe. Oh, these flowers. We'll left them to more my father. Wait, the warehouse locked up. Only occasionally lending him the key, so he wants to sip alcohol. Cannon's here. Did Mr. West prepare them for the festival? How magnificent. It's all my fault. Something happened to him. He had stopped by Adele's at the Sarkis barracks just now. He came to me earlier than usual with some sort of surprise, but when he found out I was going to barracks to report our progress, he said he'd escort me there. Sarkis shouldn't have any reason to stop Will. They've never done that before. I didn't know. I'm scared. I didn't have it in me to say no when they asked to take Will. I'm following their every word. I gave them everything they asked for. Why did they want to take him? Why? Did I do something wrong? We only had a few questions for him. Look on the bright side. We still need work for them to work for them. Right. The bloody thing isn't completed. I'm sure they still need Will. I have to stay here at the barracks entrance and wait for him. Rita smiles. Oh, he did. I'm not happy about this one bit. I know I'm lying to her. I know she knows that as well. However, this is all we can do right now. These days, we need that tiny shred of hope to poison our minds. Hope. Oh. Rita, did you see that? Strange creature climbing on the house's beams. I don't know if creature is exactly the right word for it. It's staring at me with its black body. The terrifying being's feeble limbs no longer attached to the beams. It's not the good news. Finally, it lands in the flowers, used to more in the air before it dissipates, turns to a drop of blood, then dies in flower buds. Is it looking at us just now? Yes, it was looking right at us. Oh boy. Well, rip. Adios.
Make certain my claws don't scratch you.
Dang. Oh, no dang this time. That's okay. One that makes it even easier. Build this wall. What? Build the wall. Okay, no, we don't do that here. Yeah, it's all. Stupid altars.
Yielding is not an option.
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Oh, I should try adding a jet engine next time. Time for me to... What a pity. I'm in position. Target assigned.
Should I do what?
I'm still kind of nervous. Doctor, それでも慰めを求めますね。
So this is your judgment.
Let my whip reach your soul.
I see it. In fire. Departed souls dance in a frenzy of fear. To the better music of death.
Let my whip reach your soul. Look into my
Sure.
eyes.
I'll save one for her, I guess.
You turn back. Don't let your heart
Free in fire. Depart. What a pity. Go ahead. Target eliminated. I see it. Life withers and dissipates. Remnants left to hesitate.
Solidify.
ドクター、それでも慰めを求めますね。
Faster go.
If I make
Solidify.
Go ahead. To the better music of death. The question. Don't panic. Not fear. You've got guts. But that might be all you've got.
I believe plenty of events, but this is the most chaotic thing ever.
Not a yielding is not an option.
Don't order me around. You can run, but you can't hide. Don't order me around. You can do it. Now step. I've been in plenty of events, but turn back. Don't let your heart shatter here. Let my whip reach your soul. Your heart's now unlocked.
Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. There is one more thing though. Logistics gave me far too much tea and cake. Would everyone like to help me lighten the load?
You'll use the bathroom real quick. Back. Like 5 to 10 minutes. Singe has returned. What? All right, let's go.
Sa, 始めましょう。今宵のマスカレードを。時間は待ってくれませんわ。ドクターと私、それでも慰めを求めますね。
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there.
Is that the spooky scary?
Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam? Not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Very well.
Doctor, ever crossed your mind?
What are you planning? Hostile minds learn the enemy. Or art thou not but the jest?
I see it. Life withers and not scared. You've got guts to repair the news of your death. Ever crossed your mind? Doctor と私、それでも慰めを求めますね。今回は失敗しなかった。
That's it. No cutscene. Just spooky scared. What the fuck is that? Better not be a whale. If that's another whale, I fucking.
It's time to go. I can't keep hesitating like this. Oh, I should try adding a jet engine next time. I'm in position. Target disarmed. Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down. Time for me to get... What a pity.
Right.
I'm in position. You need to guess which position.
Forward. Solidify.
I accept your invitation.
Solidify.
I see it. Life withers and dissipates. Remnants left to hesitate.
I'm still kind of nervous.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that? Just who are you weaklings?
Hammer of the dead peters out into oblivion.
Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam.
Don't panic. Not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
This will be over soon.
Go ahead. Who would bear the news of your death? Ever crossed your mind?
I see it, bathed in fire. Departed souls dance in frenzy of fear.
You can do it!
My flame hath bathed in fire. Departed souls dance in a frenzy of fear.
I'm on.
Let my whip reach your... What a pity.
Don't order me around.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Turn back. Don't let your heart shatter you.
Mission accomplished.
No. Keep going. Fear. All are instincts we are naturally born with, just like how plants are able to adapt to soil that may wreak havoc on their rootstocks to shatter our will. But we can spread as much dosage of fear and breath. Frida is the greatest testament. She is so fragile, you would break her simply by bumping into her. She persisted among the crowd of terrifying men up until now. But I can tell she needs someone to confide in her and vent her fear. Well, he's not mature enough. It's not very likely he would understand how Frida feels. Perhaps I can help her. You bring my order to my tent, Magdalene. You didn't leave Brentwood either. Pitiful decision. Is that her? You seemed very feeble, even more so than yesterday. What happened? Why didn't you leave? This is my home. Do you have any order for me? I can bring along with the flowers from last night. You don't have to worry about those orders anymore. I'm here to say goodbye. I'm leaving soon to fight as part of the Master King's army. Alright, goodbye. That's what I wanted to hear from you. You're too naive, to the point of foolishness. Everything I've tried to protect always courts its own destruction. Facts have been wrong from the start. I don't understand what you're saying, Shovel. I used to be incredibly jealous of all of you. Victoria used to be the noblest and strongest nation there was. Naturally, you possess many great things, and rightfully so. With the metallurgy, you originated from the Steam Knights, who conquered another empire. With your mystifying art and rich academia to attract all of Terra's geniuses. That now you've halted your outward conquest. Now your rulers indulge in parties and wine, only ever boasting about the metals in their chests. On their chests. They crush their own glory, and they're destined to be replaced. Still have this wall clock. Time really flies. Town citizens must have all gone to work soon. What do you mean? Your debts are unavoidable, Magdalene. Sanguine Arc is an impatient man. That's why the ritual was pushed forward. Under the feline's leadership, the mission was indeed completed most marvelously. Everyone will be cured. Here will be key to the ritual's activation. Of course, that includes you. Ritual key. RIP. Stopped by the devil's sarcasm barracks just now. What happened? Rita, do you see them? Look good when we're staring at it. The entire town will be keyed to the ritual's activation. The red text. It's over for you, girl. The key. My soul is trembling. I need to go find Frida. Let me go. You mustn't leave this greenhouse. Wait a little longer, Magdalene. I'll be here with you. Until we beat each other farewell for the last time. Why? People of this town never done anything against your wishes. Frida and everyone fulfilled every one of your requests. His Highness decided to carry out this war. Your Dukes responded. This outcome has nothing to do with us or you. All we need to do is follow our orders. Let me warn the people at the work site. Just pretend you don't do anything like before, please. You serve His Highness, and I won't allow you to quash this ritual. Not unless you make it past me, Magdalene. Can you do it, Gardner? Grabs me by the hand, places a pair of scissors in his hand. Seems to be a ray of longing burning in the depths of his ashen eyes. What is this prideful man long? Really is pity, or is it perhaps that word I can't bring myself to touch? Honestly, even though the two of us spent a long time together in the greenhouse, I've never actually truly understood this man. I have to leave now. Just as he said, there is no time. I'm sorry, I can't stand by watching. Big one. Why the rush? Is that blood on your clothes? Are you okay? It's fine. Just got my finger all through the branches. Hank, where's Frida? Frida, after she came back from the barracks by herself this morning, she went straight to Sarkaz's offices. She was rather out of it. She kept saying sorry no matter who she ran into. Something happened. Everyone has to leave this place right now, and the farther the better. What's with you all being so bloody balmy today? Not the time to explain. I need to tell everyone else. We're almost finished. Besides, we all just work what we're supposed to do when the officers find us. Fireworks? Where? Look, that wall open. Is that Frida? Last time I saw such beautiful fireworks. It was the Harvest Festival when I was 10. Grandpa put me on his shoulder and walked through the crowd. Everyone looked up to fireworks blooming in the sky, astonished. Everyone kept quiet, only for the sounds between a barfing explosive sound wave a moment later. It's just like that. We just out the cannon. Miss Doris was hiding for the Harvest Festival. There are countless sarcasms pulling her from behind. Drenched in blood, she is shouting something. Whatever she's trying to say is buried by the cannon's loud roar. She is buried by the way of sarcasm gushing toward her and torn apart. The flame burned bright in the middle of the day. The cannons keep roaring. Grand ceremony has come to Brentwood ahead of schedule. What just happened? Is there an earthquake? What? You're bleeding. Bullock, stay away. Those disgusting monsters dripping from your body. What is Sarkaz trying to do? Hank, you can't close your eyes. I'm starting to feel very tired, so sleep. Adios. I feel my own blood flutter out of my body. Or disappearing in dirt. Magdalene, hang in there. Captain Agard. Everyone, want the ropes as tight as you can hold on to ropes as tight as you don't touch the ground no matter what. Hurry and help them. You can't fall asleep. Rock? This guy's so heavy. By Salvation Corp, why are you? Figured out something went wrong when we saw the fireworks in the middle of the day. They sealed the wall and we blew open yesterday. And gave us a new path. Hold on to Rockrock's hang, Magdalene. Our forces don't have enough manpower. We're bringing everyone to evacuate as soon as we can. We'll fly through ziplines even faster once modifications are made. Right, where's Mayor Frida? We haven't been able to locate her. Frida is trapped. Why did my zipline start shaking? What about that weak garrison commander? Where is he hiding this time? Well, no matter. I'll take over command. I'm gonna feel it. My blood is boiling. No need to contact Major Polish squad. We can take care of these Victorians by ourselves. Kill them all. Garrison here is mounting a counterattack. They're putting more pressure on us than any sarcasm we've ever faced before. How much explosive does old boys still have outside? Can he make it here in time to back us up? Why not happen? And I have not on the bed, really ziplines for us. We barely had any fighting to begin with. Start to crawlers. Need to break the by force. Zipline. That hurts. Franklin, are you okay? Can you walk? God, it's disgusting things. Sun with a large number of red worms. Keep gushing and stop using that word on the surface. They chew on every soul they can reach and suck their blood. This is Prince's blessing. This kindest royal cord left for us. In our bodies, our viewers' blood is now awakened. Let's waste no more time on these Victorians. Rock, you should go. The unnamed girl Rock takes out a dagger from her waist and stuffs it into my hand. A large group of sarcasms are closing in on our location. Magdalene, get ready to fight. It's not that hard. None of us had any combat experience before. Take a deep breath and make up your mind. Make up my mind. Right, just like that sarcasm officer who collapsed among the fluttering petals. I gripped the dagger tight. Shot rings out. Artillery fire? I thought you used up all explosives. Pick Rock Magdalene now. We are contacted by a few old friends. They brought a whole backup in. You have an identification code. Identification code? Is this the military? Victorian, right. Military is responding to war. Must be a group of ice cold men. They're here to kill the sarcasm and save the Victorian state. The exemplars. Thick whirling cloud of dust is kicked up in the air within view. Again and again, bright flashes of light suddenly erupt across the ground. What is that? A tank? I can hear a firm, preserving female voice coming from the device's communicator. This is Tank Fire Team War. All units make sure to stay clear of my blast zone. Grenade loaded. Firing second barrage. Open and creative. Cover the self-salvation corps and all the citizens. Warrant. Continue laying suppressing fire. those art circles. We need to find a way to stop this bloody witchcraft. Then, have someone else try it. I want to join the ground combat. Hannah, eyes on the road. Ugh, alright. Get the tank as close to the core of the art circle as possible. I'll take care of that thing. Then, you have other tasks. All units follow regular deployment formation. Morgan, Hannah, follow Warren's orders and cut open a path for a tank. Lieutenant Shearer, Dagda, Delphine, take command of ground forces and form a defensive line. Stop the Sanguinarch swarms. I'm on it. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Mr. Misery, I'll leave the commander of enemy forces to you. All I need to do is boldly execute your plan. Twice, it's been a while. We shall exchange pleasant things later. I need a Self-Salvation Corps to set up a flank that will take me above the art circle. On it. Got no time to lose. Let's take care of this strange art circle first. I will leave my rear to all of you. I'll gladly take your rear siege. Singe, stop it for verdness. While I was still trying to identify the squad that suddenly came to our aid, the blonde feline was already supplying to center about it. By the way, Vina is... how old is she? She's gotta be like... at least in the late 20s. Early 30s. So, as you, younger anime fans will call her, the hag, or... well, no, it's mostly pedophiles that say that. Now I'm a... While I was still trying to identify the squad, it suddenly came to our aid. The blonde feline was already applied to center of the battlefield. He descended from the sky and with best he made her way to the center of the art circle. Blood-red pillar of light, sound rocks blasted apart, rang through the entire battlefield. I can see each and every swing of her large sledgehammer in the red light. The perfect weapon for the situation. Forward. Feline's voice ignites the tank's engine. See a warrior holding a sledgehammer up high, leading the Victorians to retake our land. Look how easily the Victorian fire can blast that thing apart. We said as much along, them bloody devils are no match for Victoria's military. Crush them. No, there are too many Originum crystals in town. The mayor's office, the small town square, the library, those things they've been rebuilding day in and day out. We won't make it in time. Is it over? No. Pillar of red light rises from the building we built, and intermingles with the festive fireworks. There is a blood-color, boiling dark abyss. Similarly, red worms are reaching their antennae towards the sky. The art circle has been damaged. The vampire's offspring have gone berserk. Seize this opportunity. Infantry units, stop advancing. Escort all citizens out of the art circle's range. Tank squad, follow me and push forward. Destroy the remaining Originum crystals in the town and commence the search and rescue. Hell is invading my town. And where the formation's rumbling tank accelerates and blitzes in on the devils. Are those guys y'all killing are they gonna deal with the ritual instead?
Here. Hold on, I haven't had my fun yet, so I need to blow off some steam. So, I seem less scary now.
I feel like they're about to do some funky shit.
Time to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore those stupid fucking
Show me
circles.
what you're
Fuck
made
that shit.
of.
It never worked.
Amuse me, if you even can. Acknowledged.
I make it back in one piece, I win.
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there.
Do we have even get anyway? I'm taking.
The fool flaunting his gallantry reaches none with his valor.
迷っている暇はありませんよ。
Time for me to not fear. You've got guts, but that might be all.
月があなたをどこまでも追い詰める。Do we have I've been pricey of events, but this is the most chaotic venue ever.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that? Solidify.
やるしかない。
Not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Solidify.
ドクターと人形のかりそめの命を宿す。覚悟はて訓練通りにやるだけ。Now step, a battlefield friend.
I should try adding a jet engine there.
Your wish is not an option.
I'm in position. Target eliminated. I accept your invitation.
I'm on it. Don't order me around.
Don't panic. Not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Made up your mind? Thy pleas falleth on deaf ears.
I'm in position. You need to guess which position.
Made up your mind?
My flame, touch of my fingers shall crumble your wings.
ドクターとはこの黄昏の楽園に。私はその敵。そんなに怖くない。
My flame, hammer of the dead, peters out into oblivion. Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam? My flame holds no warmth. Hammer of the dead peters out into oblivion. Time for me to get decided what to carve on your grave yet. Go ahead. Couldn't bear the news of your death. The cost your life. I see it. The touch of my fingers shall crumble your wills.
We'll try again, I guess.
こうなったらいつか罰か。ドクター I'm gonna hold the rear!
Let us be off to create many more corpses.
迷っている暇はありませんわよ。
Oh, it's fine.
Where's the most dangerous spot?
人形がかりそめの命を宿す。
Don't panic. What a pity.
失敗的な。
Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam.
準備、何も考えなければ。 I'll try and keep my eyes open.
I wonder who their target will be.
I'm in position. Target disarmed.
ドクターとは訓練通りに投げた。Am I doing it? Who gives a crap about them right now?
So this is your judgment.
No problem, sorry, but I'm really not religious.
Forward. Time for me to get not scared. You've got guts, but that might be all you've got.
Not a bad position. 覚悟はしてみる。Am I doing it?
Hammer of the dead, keep his out into oblivion.
Solidify.
Very well.
Solidify.
Life withers and disappears. Remnants left to hesitate.
準備、人形がかりそめの命を宿す。
This will be over soon.
Go ahead. Target disarmed.
Yielding is not an option.
Made up your mind? Fool! For what reason hast thou?
What a pity.
You can do it.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
I'm in position. Target eliminated.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Hearts now unlocked. Look into my eyes.
This will be over soon.
What? I can go for this for later. Let's just get this over with.
Don't panic. Not scared. You've got guts, but that would be the news of your death. Ever crossed your mind?
I see gravel kicked up the tires, pounding glass. Similar size keep it retreating from the car window. Muddy earth, dried bloodstains, shell craters were carefully steered around. War flows persistently, like oil slick satellite. Yeah, so you're outside the car's tanks. Everyone remains silent. The driver is focused on driving. Paprika sits beside her, occasionally turning her head to cast a worried glance. In the cab, the miner casually oils his tank. His weapon, sorry. Shopkeeper from Casdale mimics him. He tries out suddenly. Looks like he's cut his palm. Casdale has grocery stores, children casing long-necked candy as they lean against the counter. Old folks complain about the change in price of salt. It makes sense, but I never really thought about those sights before. For me, Casdale's just a distant memory. When I was little, Babel briefly stopped near Casdale. All I remember from a distance, the sight. Oh wow. Whoa. Look at that, we have But Tallulah herself greeted the stream. How goes it? I remember it from a distance, a sight like a steel monster crawling through the wastes, leaving debris and thick smoke in its wake. Teresa held my hand and told me that was her home. I remember. At the time, I didn't know what the look on her face meant. Much later, talked to the operators about Castle. Mudrock called it a barren land of houses stacked on top of each other. Stormite talked about an eternal furnace and crystal clusters on the city walls. W. She laughed an icy laugh and said, if I were a bunny like you, I'd steer clear of the place. Casdale feels like a vague symbol, representing all kinds of things. Pain, hatred, oppression, slaughter. I know these things are all true. Objectively, they're not everything that is Casdale. Set all that aside, I know it's a place where Teresa sacrificed everything. Even Therasis, the mastermind behind this war. He grew up there. What does the Castle they envision look like? Lopez quietly wipes his bone pen. On the other side, I see the doctor turn in to look out the window. What's out there? Dr. Sleeve. Dr. Singe. When the war is over, I want to visit Castle again. Dr. Carr. Something strange up ahead. All units prepare for battle. What is that? What? In the distance, the town of Brentwood is already coming into view. Oh boy. Crimson light rises from the center of the town, staining the surrounding land. Blood-covered veil gently envelops all living things. This feeling, the same one that came when we were inspecting those art circles. Banshee, your lordship, what is this? When the war started, no one expected the land to be drenched in so much blood so quickly. Modern warfare, is it? Huh. I'm afraid that the vampire has all the prerequisites he needs for the ritual to fall into place. What ritual, buddy? The crystals on the other side of the battlefields would just know it's resonating with ritual. All this time, I've been looking for its center. Brentwood, this little town has a special place in the vampire's wicked design. Can you handle it, Logos? It's the ancient royal court method, and they have completed the preparations for it. I need time. We haven't exposed our position yet, so we might be able to buy some time. But wait. What's that? Fire? There's a firefighter in town there, but who is it? So if he beat us here. At a choppy meeting. The doctor looks calm. The doctor always looks the same. Right. For all we've been through, we finally get to stand shoulder to shoulder with our friends again. Lord Banshee, what are you gonna do? You'll take care of the enemy, won't you? This power is a blessing from His Highness, the Prince of Blood, is it? Sanguinarch. He's blessed the Sarkaz bloodline. Nurse Sign Miner swings his weapon, and a sharp whistling sound rings out. He looks a little frightened of his own strike, almost losing his grip on the weapon. The driver and the shopkeep gather around him, investigating his new strength. Paprika moves a few steps toward. Lord Banshee, I also feel a bit strong. A little. Is this arm strength? Or my brain? I can't tell for sure, I just feel kinda. It's a strengthening altar. Witchcraft, we've seen this before, but this one is all larger scale and it feels different. There's gotta be something more going on here. Logos, if you have any advert. I don't like that look. Quite unexpected. Does not demand a price of us. At least not one drawn from our own bodies. Then why? Drawn from other people's bodies. Logos looks at the sarcasm girl. Paprika, was it? What do you hope to use this power for? Well, the more skilled the sarcasm becomes in war, the more efficiently he spills blood on the battlefield. It doesn't matter if it's his enemy's blood or his own. The ritual can continue. Sanguinarch has prepared for his decisive battle, but there's his plan just for this ritual? Yeah, that doesn't really make. There's gotta be something else going on. The Arc Circle seems to have come under attack, and the vampiric creatures are going out of control. Yes, a large colony of crimson worms is drilled out of the ground, rushing around in all directions. A good number of them seem to have caught our scent. Leave this to us, Logos. Please look into the ritual for us. Mia, you and the doctor could accompany me. I'll keep Paprika's team in the distance, so Sarka is unaware of danger here. Let's be quick. Roger. What are you gonna do with us? What do you mean? I realized a while ago that, well, the ones that we've been captured are us, right? I know Royal Court guys pretty well. You guys have a totally different vibe. Your name is Mia, right? You and this doctor are in charge. I think you're about the same age as me. I can tell that Banshee guy is a pretty big deal. I can feel it. Can't fake that. He's working for you? 3 days ago, I met a Caprin lady. All this over sarcasm. Is she with you too? Just who the heck are you guys? You intend to fight as Paprika? I can feel that the girl is not hostile. Well, I don't know. In the distance, the sarcasm like a sudden surge of power they're feeling. For a moment, they call it the Paprika. Captain, how did Banshee get away? What do we do now? The cracks in the earth are spreading toward us. Why'd they leave those 2 prisoners behind? Those big shots from the Royal Court trust us so much? Yeah, be on guard for threats from that direction. Keep an eye on these 2. You might be stronger. We still don't know what. Or I guess none of you are ready to fight this war. Yeah, after all this time, how could we not know? Get a little closer to her. She seems to misunderstand my intent and retreats half a step. Then, as if making a difficult decision, she holds her ground in front of me. At this point, I realize she's about the same height as I am. I'm the captain of my transport team. If you're going to do something to us, you have to start with me. Just regular people who answer His Highness's call to arms across Terra. They don't even know what they're doing. Just transport the stuff General Manfred says to move. The instant they answer their call, the Victorians would cease to call them regular people. That's got nothing to do with what they've actually done. I think of the fires in Oxford, factory pipes in Sedan, street corners in Newport. Survival of the sarcasm means the destruction of Victoria. Survival of Victoria means the cleansing of sarcasm. Those caught in the vortex no longer have the power to choose. All units put under my control by the general. No matter what happens, I have to guarantee their safety. I swore as much to General Manfred. The general, huh? And first things first, let's deal with these out of control bloodworms together. Tell your team to fall back. Don't take any chances. These creatures will suck dry any blood they can find. Doctor, stick close to me. I'll use my power to clear the way for us and for them. The ground, violent shaking. The fracture surge in land spreads out before us. Vampires' offspring bathe in blood, indulgent in pain. Their bite is a touch of the Sanguinarch himself. I raise my hand and close my eyes. I stitch together his scarred land. I will hold the whisper fate of the myriad souls in my hands. The black realm was a black shadow. Black hearts surge from my fingertips. These twisted offspring deserve peace. Hey, little bunny, there's a fast way to seal those cracks, you know. W. Bang, bang, bang. It's Sarcasm mercenaries. Watch your foot in yarn ball. It's not a great place to stand. Oh. My advice is to give that lunatic a wide berth. She's tossing some bombs around. W is not sweet little sarcasm. Not the type of sweet little sarcasm baby ought to be close to. Oh, Enos. Thanks, and me. Wait, over your head there. That's Black Crown. You're the one General Manfred was talking about. I heard Manfred picked up a kid. Guess that was you. The sarcasm are under my control. You're the captain, right? Hey, let go of me. Who are you? What do you want? We're on a mission for the military commission and all those big shots from the Royal Corps. Great, I'm here to enforce the discipline. Hey there, Amia, and of course, Doctor. Order. What's wrong? Your first face-to-face meeting, got you feeling disappointed? You just spend more time playing the antagonist than working on our side. I'm not used to it either. No. Thank you for your help, Order. We can talk about the other stuff later. As you can see, this little town is quickly becoming a war zone. Yeah, I do see. We've got some important intel to share with you. About this town and a lifeline hidden in the shadows. There are two forces attacking the town's Sarcas garrison. One is the Self-Salvation Corps, that closure brought out from Londonium. Looks like my safe house got trashed. I hope the old tag doesn't go Jesus. Doesn't go peacefully. The other is a force made up of soldiers who once fought for different dukes, along with some workers and refugees. It's a pretty disorganized group led by the Siege. We reached the town to find the battle has mostly subsided. Logos has not yet returned from the town center. It seems dealing with the vampiric ritual is no simple task. I catch sight of Siege and Delphine, as well as Misery and Closure, along with fighters from the Self-Salvation Corps. When we left London, we never expected this rendezvous in Brent would be so different for each of us. Make our way to a dilapidated house. The atmosphere is in decline with exhaustion and relief you'd expect from a long-awaited reunion with friends. After giving me a quick physical, Dr. Calcit and the doctor take some crystal samples and move to talk privately. The room falls silent, and all eyes turn to Horder leaning against the wall alone. The rhythm of his sword sharpening as steady as his breathing. Delphine recognizes Horder with a glance. General Manfred, the School Military Commission's right-hand man, who was involved in execution and assassination of many political figures throughout Londinium. Then Horder tells us about it. Foran what? No comment. Brought to Londinium by the sarcasm. Yeah. But, shh. Quiet down. Sarcasm profanity. No, okay, I'm just gonna start inserting remaining profanities. We all turned to the sarcasm. Was not yet figured out the situation. I know I'm not supposed to be Romanian, but close enough. Where are we? Victorians? In sarcasm mercenaries. It's okay, I'm still here. The situation is a bit complicated, but you can trust me on this. You aren't actually going to carry this dead weight around for the next phase of the plan, are you? Who are you calling them? W, I promise Paprika that no harm would come to it. Lord Silence, same as ever was. Let's have them stick with my mercs. They've had it too easy for too long. Might as well bring some new blood and have some fun. Hey you, blue-haired feline, what's on your mind? You've been staring at us for a while. Feel like killing us? Go ahead, draw your sword. I can do it. If all you want is a Bolivarian standoff, I'm gonna pass. Me and my men ought to hit the road. You can stay here and stay mad. By the way, Enos, if you're gonna fight the Victorians, make sure you let me know ahead of time. I don't want to miss the show. Lady Delphine. Or Delphine. Amia. You alright? I'm glad I was worried. Amia, I'm sorry. I'm willing to trust Rhode Island's process in choosing collaboration partners. It's just, I'm an intelligence officer myself. It's not as if I've never heard of this order or gentleman. No, it's not just him. Even Misery and Enos, I can't help but think. I can't accept it. Not at the moment. No, maybe I can't ever accept it. All racism. But for now, as I said, I'll trust Vinno's judgment. This is what we have to do, then let's do it. Scars won't be forgotten, nor should they. Sark has wars with never-ending feline. But the military mission supply lines, indeed. This has been our goal all along. In any case, this is a way to end the war quickly. And as for this brand mode, I know what you're thinking. At the base is no longer safe. This skeleton can become a key to counterattack the Londonian. Can't take any of these armies head on, and can't work around the essential unbeatable firepower of that airship. So this elusive Franmut is the best vehicle we could hope for. And at the same time, it's a fortress and a spear aimed right at the heart. In that case, if we succeed, it'll be thanks to the leaders of this counterattack and not Sarkaz mercenaries. Seems to have no ground on which to refuse cooperation. However, from a rational point of view, I understand that there are differences among Sarkaz, that the exemplars appear to function seamlessly with misery, but we're talking about individual friendship. We're able to respect, trust, and even love these select individuals, but now we stand before a war where all sides have blood-soaked hands. Given enough time, we may be able to determine one by one who has committed war crimes and who is innocent. We don't have that time. We're an impasse border, our cooperation will not be so smooth. And that is why we are here. Rosan will serve as a mediator between the two parties. So we can end the suffering and victory and people that this war has wrought. So we can prevent the sarcasm caster from being dragged back into the abyss. We're not here to force handshakes or reconciliation. We can leave that to the end of this ridiculous war. Platitudes mean nothing. Its actions all put an end to this. It is all very Rhodes Island indeed. I have heard Hordor has been in contact with Rhodes Island in the past. You mentioned this place where Branwood is docked, among a large number of Sarkaz garrisons. We're talking about plan rational. A small number of elites would do better than sending workers and street thugs to their death. Yes. You can speak open. I don't mind. My boys won't miss a chance to strike the Sarkaz. Armor can draw the garrison's fire. The Order smiled. It seems that this side of siege relaxes him, at least a bit. After all, he seems to be hiding something. I'll do that. That'll do, thanks. Order expresses gratitude and discussion comes to a close. Sarcasm mercenary Horder. After uniting with W and Chernobog, Ascalon gave me his complete file. It dates back to the time of battle, so I trust him. Amiya. It's our first formal cooperation with Rhodes Island. Yes, it is. But if I might ask a question. Sure. You didn't express your worries or concerns just now. Your innermost thoughts are to save lives, but into the war and hate. Isn't that right? I've heard the King of Sarkaz can see into people's hearts. It's different from the ambiguous feeling Enos gets. But I can't hide it from you. I respect the Sarkaz who has struggled since the Babel days. I hope you can handle it from your own free will. So that's how it is. Yeah, I'm fine for that future. Very good. Thank you for your answer and your trust. Logos, Dr. Kelsey, you're back. I analyzed vampiric rituals. The results are worrying. This is indeed a blood blessing, using ancient and very fine techniques. Sanguinarch borrows witchcraft's power, collecting blood spilled in the war to activate the bloodline within the Sarkaz warriors. He is giving the Sarkaz a constant reminder of fundamental differences with the other races. It is less amplification and more incitement. And most importantly, I'm afraid he's using only a small portion of the power he's collected for his purpose. More energy is going somewhere. Obviously, I use something else is going on. Somewhere, I don't know. I tried to track it, but the structure of the arts is complex and chaotic. It only points to Londinium. Why is he playing it? And that reminded me. During a moment, at the center of the battlefield stands the Sarkaz leader, even better at absorbing and exploiting death than the vampire. If it's just about strengthening warriors, why would they bother using witchcraft to Crimson Fort? And why use an art circle? So that even towns at the edge of the war get roped in. You have a theory. The airship, the Franwood, shark, and witchcraft device right here. The doctor's concerns are justified. As you can see, as you said, the fragment will be our most important breakthrough, and we must take action as soon as possible. Well, the vampire and Astrosar, even the Confessari, they are all exposed to Nightingale in the most unusual way. They are all exposed to Nightingale in the most unusual way. They are taking risks. The reason why this war is being fought at this particular point in time. There's is preparing his final trump card Lantinian. Sure, seizing the capital of the Empire is already unheard of. What could it be? Let me start with the fundamental question. The question is so fundamental that even the sarcasts have forgotten it. Why are sarcasts so uniquely susceptible to our path?
Call it a day here. Hold on, I haven't had my fun yet, so I need to blow off some steam. So, I seem less scary now, right?
So this one. Alright. More story. Sometimes I think that if there really is a creator responsible for these aliens, he's one Google past. Such an assumption. He came up with a really awful disease where you feel your body being consumed, or actually being replaced by these crystals, helpless to do anything to stop it. Feel your very self being removed from your body, day by day. You can only accept it. We can only accept it. This creation of Oripathy is actually one of the gentle ones across the land. The infect can be done undetected. 9 tells our persecution is the oldest civilization itself. So what about the poor and the rich, slave and noble, foreigners and local, disabled and able-bodied, even abnormal and normal? Parasitic conceit is scary, sure. Oripathy is the most obvious, the most prominent and terrible diseases out there. Creators' really awful inventions are poverty, war, boundless, insatiable greed, the malice and hypocrisy that brings so much suffering, gaps we can never close. But the truth is, we all know no creator came up with that stuff. Humans, we invented it all on our own. You, me, we created them. Good news or bad news? The good news is that the workshop is still intact. The force hit it good. Dukes and Sarkaz never got to use it as an outpost. Bad news is someone's living there. We saw lights. I walked up. I identified myself and the lights went out. Maybe RPGs are deserters, but they put out the lights. That means they're wary of us. Our fighters are ready for anything. No, let's not be hasty. They might be cautious or fearful. Don't jump to conclusions. Anyways, Red's carrying a pretty long blade. Anyone would want to play it safe. Why don't I go? I'll have a word with them. By yourself? That's enough. The more men we send, the more nervous they'll be. Besides, if they mean us harm, a few more hands won't make much of a difference. The sky to the south has been red for the past 3 days. Percival and the others even found an arc circle. We need to move fast. There's some risk in that. I know, but we made it out of Chernobog. Fair enough. We're ready to provide support on the sidelines to make a breakthrough. Place got some kind of distillery before Torian reunion settled in. I can already smell the booze. Norman, I'll roll up to it. Apparently it was a distillery. Secret distilleries like this are common throughout Victoria. Dodging, punishing taxes imposed by lords. It could be used to make crude medication for the infected. Soaking, mixing, distilling herbs would work. Purification? No way. I'm starting to admire the Victorian reunion. Found this place and turned it into a distribution center for medicine. When did they start calling themselves reunion and build all this? I'm not sure. All I know is this building is an old house converted into vines now. It will better out with no lights on it in the house. Air flashes by the window. Fred was right. There are people here, and they spot me. Dust my clothes, fix my hair, try to look more presentable. Bro. Hello. Anybody home? No answer. Alright, on guard. Very non-suspicious name. Team robot. I'm sure you saw them earlier. Don't worry, we mean no harm. Burn Reunion used to use this workshop to make medicine. For our hope to all infected around London, which medicine even circulated among the workers in the sewers below the city's industrial districts. Whoever you are, you know this war is turning a lot more people infected. I want to get things going again. Here, to help them. Since you're occupying the place, we need your cooperation. We can provide medicine or other supplies. We'll trade fair. Still, no response. The doorknob turns, and I grip the hilt of my sword. After everything we've been through, I would spray like they'll be staring down a pitchfork or hatchet next. I'm numb to this sort of thing by now. The door opens. Reunion, you said. Your clothes. Who are you? Maze. Come in. There are more people hiding inside than I guessed. It's quite a group. Some of them are obviously infected, while others leaning against the wall are probably ordinary refugees from the city. They're all looking over, silently watching me and the woman in Victorian Reunion uniform. Look away and clear out. Falls back, Maze leads me past the collective gaze. These people are terrified. They're in charge here. The place is under my control. Let's find a place to talk. Victorian Reunion. Percival's in the Victorian Reunion too. Our mediation doesn't exactly have franchising procedures, and once word of name spreads around, Reunion flags start popping up in all sorts of places. It also means that they have various acts of violence, acts of revenge taking place under the Reunion name. Kind of thing happened in Chernobyl. I start looking at this maze. Seem nervous. Her gait is unnatural. In the deepest depths of the workshop. There we are. No one comes in here. So your Reunion, the real Reunion. You came from the north? From Ursus? Yeah, Ursus, Columbia, now I'm Victoria. That's a ways. Your uniform, they used a bed sheet. I ran to a group of Ursus before. They said dressed like this, and I think I got the emblem right. Looks a bit big. You come here just to mock my handiwork? So you control this place because you trust back garb with the infamous Reunion. Let's get to the point, I don't have much time. You want to get this place up and running again. Start making medicine. Yes. If you use call out the Reunion is running this place again. No. Things are more complicated than you know. We have all kinds of people here. I'm worn out breaking up daily fights between infected and uninfected. And you want to make infected medicine. You might as well blow the place up. Hard to keep a balance between them. Your Reunion, aren't you? The place you claim to be. Warlings. Who are you people? Where else would they be? Homeless, infected, war refugees, people who lost everything. We all have a roof. We all need a roof over our heads. First came here with a few other infected. Found us ruined. Later, more people came, including some less than honest folk. We don't take anyone else anymore. Glad to see you, Reunion comrades, but I don't want to worry anyone here. Worry? They're conspiring with us to wipe out the uninfected in our midst. Whether or not it's just a pretext to get us to open our doors to you, we can trade supplies. Let's leave it at that. There are plenty of infected here, so I get what you're saying. I still think it'd be a good idea to talk it over to people before you come to a decision. As long as we can get back to making medicine here, we can come to long-term. No, thank you. Now off with you. It was nice meeting you. If you want to take this place, you're welcome to it, as long as you can take it. See your expression beneath. I can't see your expression beneath the mask. Maybe she's just bluffing. Alright. I turned around nevertheless, getting ready to leave. Hey, Reunion. Yep. Is Tula with your group? She is. Another Tula worshipper. Sure enough, she's our banner, and that's her cage now too. I hear she has a nomadic city. Is it a city where only take infected? If you haven't been infected, you're allowed to go there. I've heard from passing caravans, I've heard it's a nice place. Where there's more people in some less than ideal positions. Refugees from the wilderness, orphans, or a single relative. Dr. Reunion says everyone full of hope. We only stand with the infected, right? The city. There might be a misunderstanding here. Maze, do you know what they did? Do you tell them to do it? Or you gone mad? What are you talking about? Those idiots. You might have been a fighter in the war here, or some big important figure here to doom us all. Might just be a couple hours from a battalion of sarcasm coming in here to wipe us out. What's going on? You, our Earth reunion, like Maze. It was you, your people. It was infected. They killed the sarcasm in the warehouse. Balls. He was infected too. He's gonna explode, right? We need to deal with him. Take a look. Go quickly. Spill the hell. Ground lies the corpse of a sarcasm. You're not this enough. So it's so much. Very interesting. The ground lies the corpse of sarcasm. Whoops. I know this guy. Sarcasm rode a motorbike. He was a junk man. Went around selling stuff. He took off the dead. He was clearly beaten to death, limbs twisted up in unnatural ways. His hands are tied. He must have tried to break free, judging by his bloody wrists. The gathering crowd is mostly silent. I feel a chill, leaving me briefly speechless. Ayo, the fuck y'all doing? He's dead. The sarcasms aren't so strong. Here, the medicine he had on him, and some stale bread. The one who did the killing doesn't look well. He is indifferently breaks off a piece of bread and hands it to someone beside him. He deserved it. Someone spits on the ground. One of them notices me, approaches me while chewing a piece of bread taken off the dead man. You're a reunion, aren't you? Maze never told us how we could join you. I remained silent for a while, calming myself down. I lower his hands for him, spotting the original crystal spore on his arm. Why did you do it? Did he threaten you? Try to hurt you? Hurt? Why? It's as if he suddenly loses interest, stumbling over a nearby crate and taking a seat. When the sarcasm burned our farm and humiliated my daughter, did anyone ask why? He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't the murderous devil from Castle. He was just a wandering hawker selling his wares on the battlefield. He even helped you. Well, what does he mean? Was he reunion too? I am reunion. Well, I must know what reunion fights for. Sure, you're fighting for all the infected. Buddy, you know the sarcasms are infected too. The man you tortured to death, though I never got a chance to share his name, wasn't he an infected? But it was sarcasm. Whoa. Fun time. Having fun, guard? Having fun, guard? Having fun yet? Medicine and compassion cannot help the infected in a way that matters, but solidarity and strength can. Solidarity. Solidarity. Well, guard, better get to teaching these people intersectionality. Infected have no homeland. We share the same fate, the same sorrow. These people, they don't understand. They never thought about it. What about us? The veterans from Ursus on the team. Treat the infected from Casimir as well. Can Sancta infected coexist with sarcasm? Even at Rhodes Island Island. What about the future? We succeed one day, and the Emperor of Ursus vows to stop mastering the effects. If he grants us land and cities, is this beautiful, seemingly impossible future? Will reunion? Will the infected start killing each other? Will we fracture, collapse, and give them another chance to butcher us? Hey guard, his corpse is glowing. He's about to disintegrate. Let it. I had no idea his condition was so serious. Or did he really not leave any medicine for himself, trying to save money for some future that would not be his own? Whoa. Oh, that guy, I remember. Get out of here now. Run, run. Maze, how did he process the infected here? That room, the innermost one. Hurry, we have to throw him in there. Damn it all. I need a second protection for her nose, mouth, and wounds. Maze and I lift Sarkaz's corpse and kick it out. Kick open the door. I opened it. My personal original monitor started beeping incessantly. I've never heard our alarm go off so intensely before. Just how many infected were processed here? Every inch of the room is covered with a thick layer of originum dust, crystal close to its former and corners. Danger is no longer sufficient to describe the urgency of the situation. What the fuck y'all doing, Jesus? I don't know when things are going to get out of hand for this place, but putting a disintegrating infect in there is definitely not a good idea. Man. Why? Like, I know sometimes you're indecisive or you just don't care, but at what point do you think leaving a dead infected just sitting around is a smart idea? In the place you're hiding out in. Like, what? I mean, I guess they're afraid of going out, but whatever. No good. Move. What are you doing? Why is the body? There's too much originum in here. How many infected have been processed in this room? Well, it was years. They're being processed in here. There's originum dust in there. The place won't survive violent disintegration. Everyone, out now. Well, what? Don't you get it? The originum environment is here extremely unstable. This place can blow at any minute. So we leave and go where? Everything out there is. There's no time. We're talking about reunion here. They have an entire bloody nomadic city. Run, get them moving. Contact some of our teams on the outskirts. Take some of you in. Oh, there's still some booze left in the distillery. There's an explosion, the whole place is gonna go with it. And that? Hey, Maze, where are you going? The woman dressed in the reunion uniform is struggling with the machinery in the deepest depths of the workshop. What are you doing here? Help me pull that lever. You worked here before, but you're not infected. Thanks for not exposing me. Pull harder. Where'd you get that reunion outfit? Just be a reunion base. Somebody died here. Don't test my patience. I didn't do anything. That's what they all said. I was a worker here. That reunion took over the distillery. And he and hands run machines for them. It's just the mercenaries hired by the Lord attacked, and I ran. I'm not infected. Why should I die here with those reunion? So why'd you come back? Why? Because I had nowhere else to go, damn it. What other reason would I end up trading my life for a secret distillery? I'm not infected, but sometimes I feel like I'd rather be with reunion. At least they have something to fight against. They have a purpose. Push harder, it's stuck. First open the switch for this unloading port. Reunion left behind a whole lot of material. The doctor said it was the cheapest painkiller formula, but they were working on it for a long time. It only relieves pain, that's good enough, right? With this, can I be a genuine part of reunion? That is, I might be allowed a home in your nomadic city. Nomadic city. There ain't no nomadic city. Oh. Take a deep breath and throw out a kick. It makes me sore. Lever finally loosens. Machine comes to life. The giant hopper tilts to one side and falls out. And what falls out is countless petals. She hurriedly picks up the herbs scattered across the ground and carefully piles them in her arms. I don't consider where exactly I am. I feel like a beautiful sight. Just like that scene. We won't have a seat. Those reunion guys all sit. But well, I mean, nomadic city, you know, people without a home, without nowhere to go, infected across the world, are growing more and more numerous. It's not that the disease is becoming more violent, it's just the world is becoming more cruel. Great worthies have so much to say about modern era we live in, an unprecedented era of high-speed battleships, nomadic cities, and into the industry. How enlightened our era is. How tragic our era is. Stand together. Can the infected really stand together naturally? Who do we stand with? If it's just the infected? That nomadic city we're dreaming of, does that have a place for them? It's a city enough to accommodate everything. Take the herbs, we need to leave. There's no application to join reunion. If you want to side by side with us, you're already reunion. But I'm not infected. It's not only infected want to resist. And besides, I need you to help me figure out who killed the sarcasm man. They need to be punished. Now come on, let's go. Make our way quickly through the gigantic tanks. Some places have already started collapsing. The air is full of pungent scent of alcohol, with smoke flowing from somewhere. The workshop, where the Victorian reunion began, is about to go up in flames. We're almost there. Quickly now. Shake. Cliffs of intense heat. Maids struggle to stay standing. The herbs in her arms are lifted by the hot air. Ah, come on. Above our heads roars the sound of buckling metal. Well, alright, I push her away. Then I jump with all my strength and gather up the petals. A collapse. It's hot. The sun is burned. I'm burned. Is that the exit? 2 steps further. But watching behind me, those eyes, are they judging me or just judging my insignificant death? What they expect of me? I can't think about it. I can't. Maybe I let them down with their deaths. They should hope for a more meaningful end for me. Like I don't know dying on the steps of this place. Well, like I don't die on the steps of the palace in deity Geiferberg. Anyway, not here. Not dying from an uninfected woman I just met, holding some broken petals in my arms. How could I face them? I still need to face them. Ah, don't blind me no more. Ah, my eyes. Oh boy, oh my lord. Take them and go. Exit is right ahead. Don't lose them this time. I might have crushed some of the petals. Give them to a woman named Nine. She knows what to do. Don't dawdle. Move. Talking is a free action. It's hot. It burns. I remember the afternoon when I first learned Idopath. What was the exact that caused my infection? I still actually don't know. Maybe it was the time I fell in the river and something scratched my leg. Maybe it could have been an active virgin crystal instead of a rock. Maybe it was the dust I inhaled in the mines. Maybe it was the industrial waste from the factories. Maybe. But when I got home, the smell of smoke in the room hadn't dissipated. My luggage was packed and placed on the table where we usually ate together. I found the Salt Lake, but I wasn't lucky. Maybe I could choose the wrong place. There was no boat at the time. I locked the roadside and the operator came over and talked to me when I was sitting by the lake. Non, Red, Percival, Tallulah, Guh. I'm not sure I'll be burned to cinder by the time you find me, but I hope this record survives. You will ask. Fighting for all the infected, whether they're despicable, upper class, or even royalty, or are the people we unite with who want to fight alongside? Only the infected. Only them.
Time to go.
Show me what you're made of. Amuse me, if you even can.
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there. Don't panic. What a pity. 時間は待ってくれませんわ。ドクターと私の黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。Switching forms. Communications linked. Your orders, Doctor. Whoever said a wheelchair couldn't get up onto a steel beam?
position. Target eliminated.
ドクターとはそれでも慰めを求め
Decided what to carve in your graves yet? I'm in position. Target disarmed.
I accept your invitation. I see it. Hammer of the dead peters out into oblivion.
Go ahead. Target eliminated.
I'm so kind of nervous.
My flame, hammer of the dead, peters out into oblivion.
ドクター、すぐにご決断を。Let rid yourself, your hearts. Now unlocked. ドクター、月はあなたをどこ
Target eliminated. Don't panic. You are not the one I'm looking for. Move.
Mission accomplished.
This stage I'm doing. Let's say I lost track of the time. Ridiculously fucking late. Long man. Jen. Still with the LGD, I used to spend my afternoons going around the city. I knew very well my duty, but I was expected to fight against. So what? Chaos, resolve disputes, black crime, and right wrongs. Back then, I thought people were just so easily corruptible. All of us were born pure and without flaw, but evil creeps in with age, just like how mold corrupts every branch we leave on a plane. Oh, it's not. I'm stupid. I just think about this land. I just think this land could be rid of evil, if we were strong enough, selfless enough. I held that belief until I became infected, until I went to Lungman's slums. And I realized that justice is even weaker than men are. When mutated plants grow from dirty soil, and the flowers in the greenhouse qualified to critique their twisted forms, do they have the authority to cut off these branches? There is no way you can talk about the same kind of justice until we share the same soil. Dirt you can eat right here. Did guard actually die or not? Building as promptly as possible. My stuff's still inside. It's all my family has. What stuff? Pills and a mattress. The last belongings I took from my home. Are you mad? Follow me to back where it's safe. You haven't gone infected yet. Better count yourself lucky for that. The crowd's too chaotic. So many people running out from there. We don't know who's infected and listen. And there might even be some who wanted to keep fugitives among them. We don't know where they even came from. In this fire. Not that far unbound. Who knows what kind of intention will attract. Leave. You could leave right now. We're not responsible for this fire. Not. Make your decision. People are screaming, crying, falling in the mud, crawling back to their feet. Fire burns rosy red vine. He was infected to start the fire. Some infected exploded inside distillery. What's got to do with us? It wasn't you all who brought the sarcasm. Not us. It's all because you infected. You could have hidden here for so much longer if it weren't for you. What the hell did you just say? You already forget who took you all in? You dare strike me? You, enough. Incessant bickering, endless verbal abuse. If you don't want to move, I can send you back into the fire. Reunion. You and Maze are the same game. You're born for the infected. You're born for the infected. And what if we weren't infected? Open your eyes. You're not the only ones who caused you to lose everything you owed and made you huddle together in an abandoned distillery with nothing but the clothes on your back. We're no different, except for the stones in our bodies. We had everything taken away from us by this disease, but you haven't experienced how hard it gets. And yet you are in the same wretched plight as us. What'd you know? Ever had a finger chewed off by a machine on the assembly line? Been thrown out of a factory? Had your house burned down by some lord? You yell about injustice you suffer. We're not the only ones who live in unfair lives. Discount. Burned down my house? Everyone says the son actually has our back. But so what? A bigwig like him can just send his son to a fancy hospital in Colombia. But me, we burned down my house with my 2 children inside, just because I couldn't pay my taxes, because I talked back to them. No one dares to care, because he's high and mighty while I'm disabled and poor. They're not the only ones enslaved by our fates, so why does it seem like you're the only ones who can actually stand up to those bullies so brazenly and even kill them? Why? Because we don't want to remain enslaved in those chains. No one ever said you couldn't fight against it. There's no way I could do that. I don't have the origin of arts. Make excuses for yourself. Not like every infected comes with powerful arts. 9 are already regrouping. Or evacuated. Tell Red to bring a few more men to monitor the surroundings. The battlefronts near us are currently in deadlock. So warring parties might be unable to spare any manpower to inspect distant fire. First of all, help me calm down the people who just escaped, and get their names to examine and provide medical treatment. We'll stay here for 1 more day at most to be safe. By God. Oh hell, I'm familiar with burns and respiratory blockage. Oh, we haven't been able to contact Guard yet. I'm not sure if we made it out. Don't worry, I'll find it. We both made out of charbog after all. 9. Concentration of radium plus particles. I already rushed towards the burning distillery. I've entered a scene like this before, back in London, multiple times. As an LGD officer and a slum resident. Fire means loss, and also destruction. How I see tears falling upon charred remains. Sometimes they're from the infected, other times they're from regular citizens. And at moments like these, rumors will spread to the spectating crowd. Casualties were few infected, or perhaps were regular citizens. He was infected exacting revenge on his neighbors who harassed him. Maybe the uninfected neighbors were fed up with all the sick people hiding just next door. But no one has ever questioned why fires uptown are always extinguished as soon as possible. All the big blazes that destroy several buildings and cause unclear numbers of casualties always happen in the slums. I burst through the distillery's door and witnessed a portion of the building fiercely collapsing not far from the exit. A single hand extends from the metal and debris, holding onto Guard's recorder. People we unite with, people I want to fight alongside. Only the infected, only them. We infected are just a culmination of all the decay there is. We gather as one because of our shared experience. What unites us is not just disease. Let's say we meet a noble abusing his power to exploit people. How we treat him. If you are actually an infected, we can't use our infection as a sole criterion in slogan. Our companions must share the same belief. We will not only retaliate against the humiliation we suffer, but also liberate the same people who caused us pain. We're not the only ones enslaved across the land, so we should stand with them together. So this is the reunion learns about intersectionality and why standing together with various groups is important. Because if you don't, then you're fucked. I'm looking at you, you turf-ass LGB without the T motherfuckers. If you ever come up to me in real life, I mean this. I will fucking punch you in the face. I know, random internet person saying threats on the internet, no, I fucking mean this. But I really hate you motherfuckers. I hope your conservative friends treat you just as nicely as you treat the people you don't like. Which, I mean, they will. Have fun with them. Have fun with your MAGA motherfuckers. Not the only ones enslaved across the lanes, we should stand with them together. We need to get them to stand with us. We can't just fight against disease. We should actually be fighting against. Sorry. What are we building here? Many years ago when I had just become an infected, I really loved drinking. Back then, Ace warned me that if I carried on with that hobby of mine, I'd die because we might drink something. And here I am, in a distillery. And you've replayed it so many times now. I know. So I've been wondering. If I managed to build a safe for the infected, what would it look like? Are you sure? It wouldn't be a hospice at its core. We do it in dead cities with everyone to be covered in a blanket disintegrate originally dust for deaths to come one by one. Yes, we can't just wait for the end to come like this. Tallulah, what is it? Thinking of leaving your group for a bit. Yesterday I met some people along the refugees who escaped from London. They mentioned some matters I'm very concerned about. That maybe someone I've been seeking this whole time is still hiding in me. So I'll be heading over. London isn't safe at all right now. I think Tallulah already told you about me. So you are long-lived. Yes, there's no way for me to die. Become one more sick of this reality of mine. You want to kill yourself. How did you get your longevity in the first place? Longevity hit. When I first come to realize this joke of fate played on me. When I hear a share of happy days too. Came to know the one and only wife I've had. Had children, a family, devoted my heart and soul to arts research, of course. I was primary focus on my studies. My children grew up while I grew old. My children grew up while we grew old. Everything was going as natural order of things. Until my wife died in an accident. The war broke out. I was forced to leave my children. I suddenly realized in the years I spent as a refugee, they hadn't changed at all. The Emperor started a war. The King was hanged years later. And then the Dukes. Conspiracies came to light. Afterwards, the sarcasm. I didn't change a single bit in all those years until today. I had nightmares every day, and then I hear a voice I don't recognize. Or maybe it's every voice I recognize calling out to me together. Pain makes you live forever. Only happiness can kill you. And I was already aware of this early on. What do I even do to feel happiness and relief? Especially after witnessing death after death and experiencing tragedy after tragedy. We're in an era of suffering and despair. So I shall go look for those behind the curtain. I have no right to make you stay. But there's no need to say goodbye so quickly. If you wish to return to Nexus of War, we might not have to go our separate ways. Is that so? I'll try to return to Columbia after gathering up hands. Run to another place will never put a stop to anything. Fair enough. Perhaps the foes we're facing are fundamentally similar. Also, leave a bouquet of flowers for Guard on my behalf. I will. First of all, I'm fine. I just got some smoke in my eyes. We're done registering the third batch of infected, and some of them have gotten medicines from this workshop before. They told me many infected used to gather and live in tiny villages near this forest to access the workshop. When the workshop was destroyed, many of them left or died, but some still remain close by. They're all drawn here by that huge blaze. Indeed. That was good. The other person they called maidens. The doctor here spent their life to heal from the herbs. According to her, Guard died for them. They recognized mostly plants. The effectiveness is shown with the pain relief of where modern pharmaceutical companies were a thing. Perhaps the effectiveness of the crude drugs can improve by referencing these becomes just little. We can't simply wait for our end and watch ourselves wither away. There's more work to be done. We managed a clean conclusion on our last discussion. I have to make a decision on my own now. 9. One told a little farewell right for Guard, and it won't take much time to do so. Right. Make some flowers bloom here. The enormous blaze burns through the night. Finally, abandon our efforts to recover Guard's body. Red finds a beautiful sturdy tree, his trunk perfectly pointed toward the sky. He digs a hole and buries the cute towel of Guards in. Flowers grow on the freshly dug soil. The floral patterns on the towel were too crude. A garden like this suits him better. I'm done questioning everything that came from the workshop. Sarcasm died in an underground warehouse. On a road and motorbike. He was murdered by a few infected Victorians. They're driven out of their homes by a sarcasm. Sorry. By sarcasm. Some of them lost loved ones too, so they felt rightfully furious, and I calmed them down. What's the plan? Back in Ursus, everyone used to think it was through the power of unity that Reunion managed to fight, together with the patrol units, taxmen, and minecarts. That wasn't the case. We simply had no other choice left to break the knife pointed at our throats. Reunion used to act on our enemy. Our targets of hate have both become increasingly vague and broad. The infected have no homeland, no identity, no bloodline. We can't just carry on with just a provocative slogan. We need to set clear guidelines and principles. Guard and I discussed about this before. He said to ignore infected in positions of power because they still enjoy exploiting others with their authority and see the disease only as a tool. And that we should also grant the same kind of liberation to any oppressed people and not just our sick brethren, because they can fight alongside us and will need their strength to put up a fight. Chernobog has taught us enough. So thinking so much about this, I thought he could really take us to achieve some great feats. He will, even if he's dead. He merely died when he was still seen as insightful and deplorable. Or insignificant, sorry. What about those murderers? People who violently vent their grievances on parole cannot join us. It was war that turned them to brutality, even if they were just Victorians before. We let this slide. What will happen to our group next? Ursine, Colombian, Victorian, Athenian, Feline, Pero, Liberi, Caprin, and Sarcas. Powerful, and distinctly directed towards a common goal, then become cracks of resentment that give others a chance to dismantle us from within. Both Orchestra and Ursus should have taught us this. They will be banished. They will never find their own path. They'll have to find their own paths by themselves. Reunion will make sure. I understand. We'll relay it to everyone, and I'll handle those murderers too. Lula, who was an infected I used to know, who comes from an eminent lineage and held a distinguished position. But she threw it all away, in her quest for fairness. You know her. Everyone here has heard of your ideas. Reunion's earliest version, exaggerated, distorted. But what we want is a nomadic city for the infected. What we want is to send a message to all the aristocrats and oppressors, those trying to divide, suppress, and eliminate us. Blatant spies hangs above their necks. Our goodbyes have already been said. This isn't the first, nor will it be the last. Let's go. Our work in Victoria hasn't done yet.
Wait a moment. I need to collect tissue samples.
Yeah, we'll do that. I am done. Holy fuck, is it late? Jesus. Various Singe cursing noises. We'll finish chapter 13 tomorrow, or episode 13 tomorrow.
See me, Erudite?
Alright. Do the thing. Till next time, live long and prosper. Adios.